I'm here with Angie. Hello, Angie.
Hi, we made it.
The technology
Despite the
monsters.
time changes and all that hubbub, we
Exactly.
made it.
The technology monsters bit us hard. I'm
But
telling
that's
you, I've been
okay.
troubleshooting. So, everybody, we got the technology working finally for us. Let's hope it stays this way. And with that said,
All day.
with that said, as people jump in, I'm glad to see you guys pop in. Hello, Alfia, Pascal. Um, as people jump in, today we're going to try a little something new, and that is that there's certain there's so many people who want to get a reading. We have had so many people who really want a reading, and unfortunately some of them have not had an opportunity because they get in a little later. They get in a little later, or something else happens. So if you had a reading last week, we ask that this week you pass and let somebody else have a reading this week. And then if next week, if you want another one, you're welcome to do that. But try to make sure that you get a reading once every other week. Therefore, giving opportunities to some of those folks who haven't had a chance. But you're welcome to always watch us, and we love having you watch and give us feedback. You guys, your information and your energy is wonderful. So, but just wanted to mention that to you guys. With that said, Kina
Yes.
is in that control room.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Keena's cracking the whip.
She's cracking the whip.
Oh, what
And
does she always say? If you're going to if you want a question, let her know and then tell her general or specific. And if you say specific, please state the question.
there you go. Clear, clean, and concise. Hey, naturally divine goddess, Miss Shauna, how are you over there?
Hi,
Guko, hello, hello.
Guko.
Super, super. So with that said, let's get right into it. Let's just hit the ground running. Who do we
I'm
have
ready.
first? Who do we have first, Kina? Our first victim. Pam Franks, hello,
And I'm gonna
hello,
try to
Pam.
use my new cards.
Oh yes,
My friend gave them to me for my birthday, and it's the True Heart. What is it? I have to look at the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, and I love them and their imagery. So I am going to try to use those sometime tonight.
yeah. Show some of the images. Angie was showing me some of the images, and they're so wonderful. So
I love
show
them.
that the
Oh, the
eight
eight
of swords.
sword. Okay, let me find it. You
That
know, I've
card is
been
so.
shuffling them all day. So I was like, where is it?
Thank
Oh,
you,
look at
Shauna.
the
Yes, I
seven.
feel.
I've never even looked at the seven. Look at the seven.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Ominous. Jeez.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I still am a mess,
I
but
like
I'm
all
still
the
trying to.
swords cards. They are all very, very nice. I just
Yeah.
love all of them. But let me see if I can find that eight because it is my favorite of them all thus far.
Yes, Shauna. I felt terrible this morning and spent the day in bed, early morning in bed, and then got up and then wind up taking some pills. And so I'm hoping that the pills at least will last me through the readings, because it's not pretty. For what people were, Shauna did a reading for me this morning, so that's what she's talking
Oh,
about. Because I said, Shauna, I'm just going to sit and listen. You just go ahead. I felt so rough. I'm like, I'll listen, and I did. It was a great reading, by the way. Great reading. Wow. So
I'm like, I've shuffled the cards. Oh, here it is. This is one of my favorites. That's the
that
nine.
one,
I love that one. And the six. The nine and the six, they're both my favorites.
yeah,
I like those.
yep.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Is that the 9 or the 8?
I'm sorry, the eight and the
8.
six.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the eight,
right.
and this is the six. I like
Yeah,
both of those because those are very nice. And then I even like how the tower is because I remember you always say the tower. If the tower card comes up, that means the universe is coming in and they have the hands from the universe or God or the higher
yep,
power tearing it down. I like the way they do that. So
exactly. No, yeah, I love that card.
excited to use them.
So.
All
Hello, hello,
right.
LMT. Good to see you.
So naturally divine. I may have a proposition for you next week. Don will not be available on Wednesday night. So, do you think that you might want to connect and we do it together? And that'll be a change up. You can just let me know either by text or comment, but There you go.
That should be fun. The energy you guys
It
would
will
bring,
be.
amazing. So,
She said yes. Oh no, that's all
not,
right. We're on.
I'll say
We'll
not
figure
just
out the
yes, but
time
hell
zones
yes.
later because you know it's all over the place.
Yes, yes.
Good, good, good. Okay, that's a good. Yes, yes, yes. We'll figure it out. We'll
That
figure
will
it
be
out.
fun. That will be great fun. Now I'm jealous. I'll definitely watch the repeat because I
We'll
always
make
want
you
to.
proud,
Yes,
Keena. I
yep.
don't know what we gonna do with the chat. We gonna figure.
So first up is
I'll see here.
Afia. Afia Pascal. Love the Pascal part. Not that nice. And Afia Pascal is wanting a general reading.
I
Something
hear
just
Alps and I see mountains, snow-capped mountains. Either that's where you are, or you are wanting to go on a vacation to a place that's cold. Because skiing. Are you planning a skiing trip? Like I see you. I immediately saw mountains, I saw snow, and now I see you going downhill. So I'm wondering if you're thinking your life is going downhill or you're planning a vacation. Let me get a little bit more clarity on that. Okay, they're saying that you feel like your life is going downhill or that things are going downhill. Not necessarily your life, but things have been on a steady decline instead of going up the way that you want, is how they're showing it to me. Um, but they're showing me like a village in the valley. They're showing me that on this, like you were at the top and you're descending down into this valley, and at the valley, it's rich. It's a rich city. The city is full of like the word I hear is gold. There is houses. There's lights. There's a community. There is like you think that this downward slope is to your detriment, but it's actually putting you on solid footing and helping you to become more grounded or more steady. Like you were way at the top and you were unstable, and may have been a little bit of fear at the top, and so or fear of falling, and now you're going to more steady ground is how I'm hearing it and seeing it. But it will be lucrative. Like I feel like there's new opportunities, like a new place to live, a new place to work. Like all of that seems like what the decline is that they're showing me. Yeah, okay, things are not going the way you want it to be. But when you get down here, it'll put you on level ground, and then you'll have new opportunities. Like I hear job, I see a new home, or if not, if you're not buying a new home, or at least a new place to live, new people. Like I feel like you want a fresh new community, and you want to experience new things. You want like the word they're using is stale. You feel like your life is stale or your environment is stale, and this will be a refreshing newness for you, is the way that they're saying it for me, or the way that I hear it. Don, do you have anything?
not yet.
Um, I'm also seeing celebration, like they're showing me the lanterns that you would hang in the sky for a celebration. So I feel like there's going to be like once you get down to this level ground and you get settled in, there'll be a celebration. So I don't know if it's so they're showing me the Three of Cups, but they're showing it to me with the three ladies who are walking into it. So I feel like it'll be a celebration with family and friends. I hear the word wedding or some kind of, is it wedding? No, they clearly said wedding because I was going to say or something else. And I hear wedding. Is somebody getting married? I don't know that it's you, but I feel like there's a wedding, like you're going to be celebrating somebody's wedding or somebody's yeah, no, they keep saying wedding over and over and over again. And so once you get to this level ground, you'll get a new job, you'll have a new place to live. Like you want something totally different from the environment that you're in, I feel like. So this is like a cold, like this will be a shock because it's so cold. It'll be a shock to your system and it'll open you up from the mundane that you feel and it'll be something brand new. But then all that cold winter snow is going to melt and then it's going to be lush green grass is how I see it. And then you'll be fruitful and then I'll hear the word multiply. Are you thinking about having children or do you have children? Because they said and multiply. So I don't know if they mean children or they mean just your income. And that's it.
Okay. Alfia, I'm getting this. I'm kind of drawn to the. I'm drawn to the. I'm drawn to self-esteem. I'm sensing that there may be an issue with some self-esteem. It's like body image issues, body. And Lizzo comes to mind, so I'm guessing that are you having issues with weight or people talking about your weight or something like that? Because I'm getting body shaming issues. I'm getting body image and then Lizzo. And I remember the one thing about Lizzo that sticks out was when she was body shamed. And she's like, this is me, I'm big and beautiful, and this is what it is. And so since she came to me, I can't help but come to that situation. So I'm getting the picture, and I'm getting the picture of um, again, a darker skinned woman, heavier set, and those things. But you're dealing with some confidence issues, some things like that. I'm also wondering. I'm not sure. I don't know if you're from the U.S. or I'm getting the fact that maybe you're not. I'm kind of feeling like maybe you're from the continent of Africa, one of the countries in the continent of Africa. I'm not even sure you're US bound, but if not, then you have some kind of connection to that. And so that connection is important to you. And remember, for that culture, and again, there's something about that. It's like Ghana or something. And it's like there's a cultural thing there that, remember, big and voluptuous is good in that country. There's a few countries that's nice. And so it's interesting how we've watched these images and we've learned that skinny is in and all this stuff. So I'm getting the feeling that you're going through that. And what I'm telling you is to learn to love yourself, feel that. And I could be way off. I don't know. I haven't seen anything, so I don't know. But I'm feeling like there's an issue with that.
She said she was body shamed when she was little.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I should update my messages here because I'm not seeing any of that. Sorry about that. Again, this computer. Yeah. Okay. She says body size. Yeah. Okay. Super. Super. Well, I'm getting the feeling that, again, be careful because be careful not to fall back into those old behaviors.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
she's from Africa. Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. Is it Ghana by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All
my
right.
gosh, Don, look at you.
Okay. The other thing I was getting is education. Now, are you in school? Are you involved with school? Are you thinking about going back to school? You're getting education or getting a degree or something or getting a license to do something like sell real estate or sell. I'm getting this feeling of you looking at doing something for education and something with education. Are you already involved in education? Are you an educator? I don't know, but I'm getting this, but I'm also getting licensure, and it's kind of like license. I'm wondering what that means. Does that ring a bell, or does that resonate with you? Can you own that? Are you looking at that? This chat's a wonderful thing, but Lord, when the delay is killing. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, that's what I'm getting, and I'm thinking, and what I'm getting is I'm being drawn to that. So if you've been thinking about doing that, if you've been thinking about going back to school, if you're not in school already and you're thinking about going to school, then I would say do it. I'm getting the sense of something about education, and so that's what I'm getting. Did I miss something? Did she respond? I didn't see it.
No, I was looking at something else and I was like, who is that? Thinking of going back to school.
Okay. Well, that's I'm told you need to do that. You definitely need to do that. But let me give you one piece of advice, Afia, and that is, this is important. This is coming to me very clearly. When you go to school, make sure that you enjoy the journey. Don't focus on the destination. Don't focus solely on the achieving the degree or achieving whatever. Make sure you take the time to enjoy the experience, because spirit's telling me there's something about the experience that's going to be so affirming for you, and it's something you need to know, you need to experience, and you need to hear. So what I would suggest is, while you're going back to school and as you take that next step, I would strongly recommend that you push forward, with with the excitement of a student, but be a student in the entire thought of it. Enjoy the education, but enjoy the experience, because there's something in that experience. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a relationship, or you're going to meet the people who's going to help you to achieve something. Because I see eventually what I'm seeing for you, Alfia, and I'm taking a leap here, and I don't want to plant seeds, but I'm going to. You will not be working for other people eventually. You're going back, you're getting a degree, and you are going to open your own business, and you will be a businesswoman to be reckoned with. You are hard charging. You have taken a lot of crap in your life, and you've internalized it to the point where you say, you know what? Not anymore. I am going to be strong. I'm not going to let this happen to me. And you're going to be around other big, strong, powerful people, women and men, who instill in you, like, yeah, this is the way you should be thinking. You're going to learn a whole new way of thinking, and that's going to help you. So when you leave school, do not be surprised if you have your own company. You start your own company, you do something, and it's interesting because I'm getting something in fashion. So don't be surprised if you open up something about fashion and you create a fashion line or something after school. And I'm not saying you're going for fashion in school. I don't know that. That's not what I'm saying. But there's something about after you graduate, something brings you into fashion, and all of a sudden you're saying, you know what, this is where I'm going. And that's about all I got.
The whole time I kept hearing not married. So the wedding or the celebration is, I think, is your wedding, and the be fruitful and multiply, because I feel like there's a order, there's a natural order that you want to follow. Married, then children. I don't feel like you want to do that out of place. And so I feel like the natural order is what they're telling me, because the whole time Don was talking, I kept hearing not married, not married, not married. But then they kept showing me the Three of Cups. And then when I was flipping my cards, the Lovers came out. And so I'm thinking that you are the wedding that I saw, because I kept hearing wedding, 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 is that's your wedding. And the be fruitful and multiply are the children, because I recall you saying that you do want children. So I do think that that's what it is. Like, wherever you're thinking of relocating, or wherever you're going to end up and get settled, all of this new is coming. Like, all of the new career that Don is talking about, the house, all of that is on its way very soon. And they're telling me, you're asking when, how long. I see 2024, but I don't. Let me see. First kid 2024. I I hear first kid 2024, but the marriage will be for that. So you'll get that time to enjoy each other before the first kid, is how I heard. Because I hear you saying when, how long do I have to wait? How long do I have to wait? And they're saying first kid 2024, the marriage and all of that will come. Like, it'll be a quick, it won't be a long engagement. It'll be quick, because you're ready to go at this point. And that's it.
And Afia, continue down your journey, because at the same time, I'm getting this feeling that you're very spiritual. You're very spiritually connected. You're very much into that. I see a medallion. I see like a medallion around, and it's like it's one of those, like, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, it's a medallion, and it's like but it's not a true cross. It's more of it has like a cross this way and this way, but on top it has like a circle, and
Is
it's
it
so it's
the
like,
Ankh thing?
I
Does it
don't
look
know.
like the Ankh?
I don't know, but it's about spirituality. So it's not tied to necessarily one religion. It's more about spirituality. And since when I get that signal, when I get that image, that tells me that it's spirituality and not religion. So I'm guessing that you're tied to spirituality. That religion somehow sometimes puts you in a box, but I think the spirituality is there. And so continue on your path on that too. You're definitely in the right direction there. So keep experimenting, keep growing your path, keep moving forward in your path. Don't stop that either. It's very important to you. That's a very important part of your life. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I can't.
I was looking for an image of it that didn't.
Yeah, it's like when I see the Vikings, or some like Viking shows or other stuff, it comes up and it's a strange cross. It's like but
Is
anyway,
it
that's what.
kind of like that? Wait, can you see
Yes,
that?
yes, that's what I'm getting. Look at
Chain.
that.
Means
Yeah.
life.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. To me, that means again spiritual and not religious. Again, you're not too tethered to religion, so you're open to spirituality. I like that. Keep moving forward with that. Okay.
I think
Um,
it's either the emperor or one of the male tarot cards. He's holding it. That's or no, that's not it either. I was gonna say I thought it was this one, but maybe not. Like that's kind of what he had in that hand, but maybe not.
yeah, because in his hand he has the scepter, which is that's the emperor. He has the scepter, which is here, which is
And
controlling
then
life,
the
and he has
yeah.
the globe, which is controlling the world. So his thing is about controlling life in the world. We can also say love in the world, but it's more like life. So hopefully that helped you. I hope you gained something from that, Alfia. I love the name, by the way. Just that's such a cool name. And of course, Pascal. How wonderful is that, right? We had a German exchange student, and his name was Pascal, and he stayed with us for a little while, and for a very short period. But and I just always that I attach that name to many good things. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I, on the other hand, do not because I initially wanted to take computer engineering as my major in undergrad school, and that was my first class, Pascal. And we had to create a star, and then it had to come out of the loop and spell our name, and I couldn't get mine out of the loop, and so I just dropped it.
Well, it's interesting because Pascal is the hardest language to program in. Cobalt, which was the
It
next
is.
one, it was easier because Pascal is all mathematical. So it's all these mathematical algorithms where Cobalt was done in words and symbols. And then this was basic, and then they basic, and then one more, and then Cobalt and Pascal. But Pascal was the hardest of all because of all the math. It was like all these algorithms and stuff. I'm like, holy crap.
And as soon as I dropped the class, this other guy in my class was like, "Oh, I figured out how to get it out." I was like, "Whatever, I'm going into something else." And I'm totally over it. Totally
That
over
is
it.
crazy. That is crazy. Well, hopefully, Alfia, that helped you. I don't see that. I don't see any response. So I'm guessing we've given you some
She
information.
said, "Yes, am on a spiritual journey. I saw that today during meditation, so I'm assuming it's the symbol that you were saying, and very helpful. Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate your time and energy."
Super, super. Appreciate that. And by the way, everybody, we're doing something a little different this week. As for those of you who weren't here earlier, if you've had a reading last week, we asked that this week you pass on a reading. You can come back next week and get a reading, but it gives a few people who haven't had a chance to jump in an opportunity to get a reading. So we just appreciate if you guys could help us with that, just to just so we can get some other people reading, because so many people, it's like there's so many people that come and join us and want a reading, and unfortunately we can only do so many at a time. And with that, let's get ready to Guko. And Guko's question is, um, I want to know how this and next month will be for me. Have a great day. Well, I didn't put
Um, I keep getting the same familiar energy of relocation and deciding which path to take. Do I go this way or do I go this way? And it's depending on, if I recall, Guko is taking a test or something that is coming up. She's studying, she's in school, and so her
TEP, right?
question. I'm not sure what is
I
it.
think it's TEP.
I'm not sure, and so she's deciding which path to take. I'm not getting any new energy because I don't think you've made the decision. So you're asking us, and I feel like it's like, make the decision for me. Do you see me going down path A or do you see me going down path B? And so my guides are saying it's a decision that you have to make because now they're showing me the two of swords and they're saying you need to make the connection. But as there is a blindfold, they're telling me it's not information that you don't know. It's not because you like they're not telling you. It's because you're closing your eyes and you don't want to see it. You don't want to make the decision. You have to decide either way, and so you figure, oh, I'll come here, and whatever path they see, that's the one I'll be attuned to. But you have one, I feel like it's a heart and a head decision. Like my heart wants to go here, my head wants to go here. And if I go with my heart and my heart is broken, then I'll regret not taking my head. But if I go with my head and then I'm not successful, I'll regret going with my heart. But they're saying you have to do, like when you think of the two, which one gives you the most joy? Which one makes you want to actually go and do that? Not, oh, which one is the less stressful to do? Which one gives you the joy? Like if you think about what it is that you'll be deciding on, which one will you choose? Which one gives you the most joy? And so they're not telling me either way. They're saying it's a decision, and they keep showing me that Two of Swords, like you need to make the decision, and that you are trying to get us to make the decision for you. That's it.
Before I get on to Guko, I just want to make sure that I say hello to a lot of people because I've realized some people slipped in before I even knew they were here. Angel Eyes, good to see you.
Wendy.
Wonderful to see you. Wendy, yes. Pam Franks, hello from Houston. Mary M. LMT. Let's see.
Patty the Healer.
Patty the Healer. GP. Let's see.
Blessings are on the way.
Let's see. There was some more close. Oh, Toya MS Libra 81. And that's a mouthful, right? That's a lot of writing.
Joy, hi.
They Jealous, Crystal Stardom or something like that. Little Soft Bunny. When I see Little Soft Bunny, I thought of Soft Kitty from the Big Bang.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, I'm like, okay, somebody's gonna break out and sing Sheldon songs. Like, oh, geez, I love it. Wendy, of course, Wendy H. Yes, blessings. Say you knew that one before. What is this one? Blessings. Oh, blessings are
on the way.
On the way. I love that. Yeah, you figured that last time too, and I didn't remember it. Stephanie Sands. Hello. Maricor. Yes, welcome to you all. I just make sure I acknowledge everyone. We've been so busy jumping into things, and Sherry Shaw, hello. We've been jumping into things and getting things going because we had so many technology issues this afternoon, this evening, whatever, that we weren't sure we were going to be online. It's terrible. Kent Sarian, hello. Jojo, good to see you. Always good to see you. Tara Joy. And if I miss somebody, Bonnie Morris, hello.
Dazzled of is it Dazzled of Empress? I think that's what it is. Dazzled of Empress.
And then there's Shiv Darsham, Sherry Shaw, of course. I think I've hit pretty much everybody. So again, I just want Dazzling, of course, Dazzled Empress, as Angie said. So hopefully we hit everybody, and I don't want to leave anybody out. Welcome. If it's your first time, well, we enjoyed that you came. That's for sure. With that said,
all of you that are wondering about the ice machine, it's already a new one on the way. You don't even have to wonder. It's on the way.
Yes. Yeah, what Angie's talking about is her ice machine went up today, and Angie does not live without her ice machine. She needs her ice.
I had to eat that inferior Circle K ice. It wasn't even right, but I ate it all. Every last bit.
Yes. And I've got the sniffles today. It's not a great day, so if you hear me sniffling, I will do my best to cover the microphone or whatever, but I can't guarantee it. And the next in line is Mary M.
Wait, no, did you do Guko?
Oh, did I do? No, I didn't do Guko. I'm sorry, Guko. Lord have mercy, I'm way off. Okay, what is Guko's? I want to know how this and next month will be for me. Guko, I'm not sensing anything out of the. I'm not sensing anything. I don't see anything big. I don't see anything. I just kind of like a continuation of the process you're going through. I don't experience. I'm not getting anything like highs and lows. I do sense that either your mother or your grandmother is having a health issue they're hiding and they're not talking to you about it. And I know I'm not supposed to say this because everybody's like, we don't do that, we can't do that. But I think that you may want to speak to them and find out, just have a conversation because they're dealing with something and they need somebody to talk to and they don't feel comfortable talking about it. And so I would have that conversation. I would breach that topic with them because they need to know that someone's there, but yet they'll handle them on their own. That's not a problem. But it would be nice if you could maybe mention it to them or maybe open a conversation. I think it's your mom. I don't think it's your grandmother. I'm getting the mother energy, but it could be a grandmother. But I'm getting the mother energy, and it's a health issue, and it's something about her arms. It's like circulation, or there's tingling or something going on. That's what I'm getting. So it could be a circulatory issue or something. But you just may want to talk with her and see, hey, mom, is something going on? See what's happening there. It never hurts, right? Anyway, that's what I got, Coco. Otherwise, the next 2 weeks or 2 months, whatever it is going to be fine. I don't see anything major. I don't see anything major at all. Anything else, Angie?
No, it was no
Okay.
fresh energy because we've been telling the same story for a couple weeks.
Okay. Super. Um, um,
Patty the healer, that's not a deficiency in iron. I've had my iron checked. I started eating ice when I was pregnant with my son. Oh, and just so you know, I have on my St. Patrick's Day shirt because tomorrow is my son's birthday. He will be 16. And I started eating ice when I was pregnant with him, and I never stopped. I've had my iron checked. I've had all that checked. They said it's not an iron deficiency in any way. I just like the way it feels on my teeth. My dentist doesn't like the way it feels on my teeth, but I do.
I can't handle it because it's too cold, and my teeth don't like it cold. I guess years over time learned to deal with it, right?
They've replaced several of them, so I don't feel anything.
Oh, there you go. They say that the problem with teeth isn't it's not the cold. It's when you feel heat problems. That's when you have a problem with your teeth.
Yeah.
There's something about that. If you feel when you can't deal with the heat, then that means you have nerve issues or something. And it's like, oh wow, interesting. But and I only realized that recently because I was having a problem with something, and there was a minor fracture in my tooth, but yet you couldn't see it. They couldn't find it, and yet they finally got in there and they did an X-ray real close, and they found this little hairline fracture. It's like holy crap! And yet, what can you say?
Listen, they don't explain to us at 5 when we're pulling out all those teeth and putting them under our pillows how important that second set is, that it's got to carry us all the way through to the grave. I think that should be a little bit more of a hot topic at 5. I'm giving you this dollar, but that new one is never going to come out. You need to really take care of that.
Yes, good point there. Mary M, what's coming towards me in the next couple of months? Thanks.
So as I read that question from Mary Ann, I immediately saw a big sunshine, a big sunset because I hear sun is setting. So I'm not sure, Mary Ann, if you're an older lady and you feel like the sun is setting and you're ready to retire. Those are the words I'm hearing, retire. You're ready to retire and you're wondering maybe what your income is going to be because I hear the word income, income, income. You're wondering what your income is going to be or what your financial future will be. Because I clearly see the sun, but they're saying setting, not that the universe or God is saying that it's your setting, but you're feeling that it's the setting. That time of your life where you're ready to settle down, you're ready to relax, and then it's finance, like you're wondering about your finances. But I don't feel like you want to necessarily completely stop working. Like you want to be busy, you want to keep doing something, you want to stay active mentally and physically. You seem like you're a jazzy, and these are the words they're using, jazzy grandmother or jazzy woman of a particular age. And that whatever you do, whatever you decide to do career wise, will be something that you enjoy. I feel like you're going to be like a mentor. They're actually showing me one of those ladies who, like, I used to work in a shelter, and we used to have ladies that would come in and rock the babies. Or at the hospital, the mothers would come in and rock babies for us. So I feel like it's going to be a nurturing thing, but it's also going to be something that you enjoy, where you are giving your influence or your wisdom to the next generation is how they're showing it to me. So I don't think that you will settle into retirement and not do anything. You will still be active. I still see you being active. And they're kind of showing me like the Golden Girls and how they're still very active in that series of their life. So that's how I'm seeing it. Like you'll still be successful. And then they're showing me the coins. Like maybe you've made good financial decisions, so you don't really have anything to worry about, but you're still thinking about it. You think that far ahead, or you're thinking like, well, what can I do to maintain the lifestyle that I have as far as like, you're spending I feel like you travel too. You've been well traveled. So I feel like you are very much just thinking about what this next half of your life will be, but you're not overly worried about it, but you are concerned with your financial future. And the way they're showing me that nine of coins, the lady with all the money falling, and I always call her a lady of leisure, and she always has more than enough. And that's it, Don.
Okay. For Mary, I'm really not getting anything. I'm not sensing anything. Let me turn to the cards because I'm not getting anything. Um, yeah, sorry, Mary, just not picking up anything. Mary, do you have something to do with birds? I'm getting something about birds, and I'm also getting something about. Um, let's go with birds for a while. Are you involved with birds? Are you doing something with birds? Are you getting bird sanctuary? It's about a bird. Huh. And again, are you an educator? Are you a student? There's something coming up, an educator and student? Um, it looks like if this is that thing that Angie was talking about, it's been a while. You've been doing it for a while, because that's that seven of Pentacles, which means down the road, doing a long time. And the nine, if you've been happy with it, you're not unhappy with the situation of that. But I'm getting education as well. I'm getting education. But what's up with the birds? Are you anything with a bird? Nothing. I don't
And I
see.
kept seeing Queen, and then the first card that falls off for her is that Queen of Cups, nurturing. I kept hearing nurture. Whatever she does, it'll be her wisdom. I don't see her responding.
Yeah, and the two of the four cards for me are cups as well. So it's a lot about she's dealing with something with happiness, something that's going to something. But it's interesting because it's like she's been on a journey to find happiness. This is what this card is, and so it's been a
Yeah,
journey. She's looking for happiness, and now she's just kind of doing inventory, saying, okay, what else? What else do I do?
yeah,
How do I do?
yeah.
And so as I look at this, I'm just looking and thinking, what is it you're looking for? Because I think you're looking for the wrong thing. I'm getting the sense that I know that you want happiness. You're looking for some kind of stability because stability is a word that comes up to me too. I'm surprised it's not a four of cups, but as I see this, I'm getting the sense that I don't think you know what you're looking for, and that's a problem for you because you don't know exactly what it is you're looking for. You're looking for something, and that's the confusing part. And I think that you're on this journey to find that out. And I think that that's what this is about: the learning, the education, going through the process. Um,
She's not responding, so I don't know if she stepped out or she stepped
okay,
away.
okay. Well, I'll leave it there then because I don't know how to go with that. But at least if I had some information, I could give something more. But that's okay. Next, we're going on to Patty, Patty the healer. Patty, 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 what are my angels saying? Patty, have you asked them?
I immediately heard, "Are you listening?" I
Yeah.
feel like there's a sing-songy sound that they like. There's a song or there's something that is stuck in your head and you don't understand why it's stuck in your head, but it means something. If you would just enjoy the song, or if you would like, it means something either from your child. They're saying childhood. There's a song that is either stuck in your head or that you keep hearing or that you're enjoying. Like I feel like you're just humming and you're like, why am I humming this song? And it's something from your childhood. This is them talking to you. And the first thing when I saw what are my angels saying, they said, "Are you listening?" because we're singing to you, we're talking to you. And I feel like this is the chosen modality that you asked for. Like, oh, maybe in a song or maybe through music because I enjoy music. I have listened, I don't hear. So it okay, when you say you don't hear, is it because you think it's going to be an audible voice? Because hear could mean a verse from a movie. I mean, a line from a movie. It could be a song that you hear. It could be someone you overhear a conversation and that thing that they say makes a difference to you. So when you say you don't hear, it doesn't mean that they're actually going to tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, Patty, this, and this. So they communicate with you different. All of mine doesn't always come through my guides directly speaking to me. Sometimes it's a song that I hear and I'm like, that makes sense. Um, Sometimes it's a line from a movie. One of the ones that Keena, my sister and I, we watch Charmed a lot. And one of the things that they said, even though you're a charmed one, it doesn't keep you warm at night. Like, even though this is your destiny or this is what you're supposed to do, it doesn't keep you warm at night, an empty bed. And so it's not always going to be a direct, oh, I heard a voice, a still small voice, and that's what it was. Sometimes it's an overhearing of a conversation. Sometimes it's a song. Sometimes it's a movie. Sometimes it's something. So be open to all the ways that you could receive. But they're telling me it's a song that is playing over and over in your head because that's how they're doing it for me. They're making it seem like it's a song that's playing. Like the last couple of weeks, I tell them to scream at me because I'm not sure. Okay, so I've told them that too. Make it plain, make it clear. I'm not getting it. Scream at me. Whatever. But a couple weeks ago, it was a song "Ghost of Me," and so that was the song that was stuck in my head, and it had a meaning for me. So maybe it's a song. You have to be more open to receiving and not so stuck at they're going to just come at me and scream at me like Drop Dead Fred and her little friend that used to come and talk to her. So you have to be more open to the ways that your angels will talk to you. Telling them to scream at you, you could hear some person just on the street screaming. You could hear something else. So you need to be a little bit more open. Is there not a song that is stuck in your head because they keep saying it over and over and over that there is a song that has been stuck in your head or something that you hum because they're making it seem like hum, 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 hum. So I don't know. But that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just back to the reason why I asked you that question, Patty. I didn't mean to be a smart ass, even though sometimes I am. But it was because I sense they are talking to you, and that's what Angie was saying, and I sense the same thing. They are talking to you, but it's like the message is not getting through. So again, I don't know if it's consciously or subconsciously, and maybe part of it is that you maybe some of it I don't know, not ready to hear, or you don't, you're afraid of what you might hear. I don't know, but it's like for some reason you subconsciously are blocking it because it's like you're not wanting to take it all in, or maybe you're not ready for the next step because what they're going to be bringing to you is that next step is bringing you into another higher kind of consciousness. And your question is do I want to go there? Because once you go there, Patty, you got to commit all the way because it's like no turning back now. Right now, you have time to turn back. Right now, you've gone far enough where where you can always, move on to something else and say, oh, the spirituality stuff goes on the side. But I think in the next, when they open up the next portal for you and they get all this new energy comes through, you're going to say, holy crap. And it's a lot. And maybe part of you subconsciously is afraid of what that might bring. I don't know. So that's my
Does
concern.
does down in the Delta mean something to you? Down in the Delta to me, my grandmother was from Mississippi, and so she always referred to her hometown as being down in the Delta, and she never wanted to go back there. So, is there something, does down in the Delta mean anything to you? And then they're also saying that you want someone else to tell you what it is so that you don't have to take ownership of what you're receiving. You can say, well, this is what you told me, this is how you interpreted to me, where you don't have to take ownership. So you're laser focused on it becoming like you're putting all these obstacles in the way so you don't actually receive it. I have to hear it this way. I have to see it this way. I have to receive it this way. And then I'll ask somebody else. And then I don't have to take ownership of whatever it is that is being said if I didn't interpret it on my own. But down in the Delta, when you said, tell Angie what it is, I heard them say, down in the Delta. So for me, that's what it meant to my grandmother, and she never wanted to go back to that. So is there something in your past that you don't want to relive or you don't want to deal with, and you need to just heal through it? You need to move through it. You need to deal with it so you can move forward. So like you don't want to go back to it, but if you don't, go ahead and relive. And I hear the word ancestors, like that has something to do. Like it really does have something to do with your ancestors, that down in the Delta, because I hear ancestors, ancestors, ancestors. So I'm not sure if down in the Delta means anything to you, but that's what it means to me. Like it was my grandmother's past and she never wanted to go back. That's all I
This
have.
came to my mind today, and I pointed out. I want to show this to you. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it or not. We'll see. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, that moon.
Yes, yes. And so when I'm thinking about you, Patty, what I would say is that the moon is almost full. It will be full on the 18th. And so use that energy. Some people are full moon people, some people are new moon. I'm definitely a full moon person. Yeah, me too. And so if you want to open up that energy, if you really want to blow the doors off, take advantage of the moon, because that moon power, that shift is enormous. And I'm telling you, it is amazing. So use the new moon, the full moon ritual. And as a reminder, I'll go over it real quick. Hopefully y'all will be ready. You'll give me some patience, because we tried last time, but it didn't come out so great because of the filming, but the ritual is perfect. And that is 2 pieces of paper. One piece is going to have the things you want staying in your life or coming into your life. And
I
the other
still
piece,
have my.
there it is. Yep. And the other piece is going to be the things you want out of your life, the things that need to be gone. And then you take the things that on the night of the full moon, you keep the things you want. You make sure you keep that with you, and you bless yourself with it. And you read it back from time to time, and you reaffirm yourself with it. On the other side, you take that list, fold it up on the new moon when it's out there in a safe environment. Let me stress this again. In a safe environment. Don't burn your house down. If you're outside, that'd be great. If you're not and you have to do it inside, get a big bowl, get a pot, do something you can do it in, and light that thing on fire, and then say, with this smoke and with this burnt paper goes this, and speak each of the things that you want gone. And make sure that they go all the way and the thing burns out. Once it burns out, make sure you take it outside and you put it in the dirt. Make sure it goes back to earth. Mother Earth needs to receive the dirt, the paper, and the universe needs to receive the smoke. So you're sending it out. You're grounding it. You're getting rid of it. Do that, and you may be surprised. You may finally get the information you're looking for. You may get that connection, that communication. So give that a try, and let me know what happens. I'm curious to see what happens. That works well for me. I'm telling you, and I've known so many other people it's worked for. So it might work for you as well. With that said, anything else, Angie, or ready to move on?
No, I'm ready to move on.
Okay, super. Then with that said, we need to look toward
I think it's angel eyes.
Angel Eyes. Yes, Angel Eyes. And I think Angel Eyes was a general, right? Yes, there we are.
I love some of these names that are coming in. The prettiest girl, Bree, Sweet Eyes, Lattimore. These are very creative names.
Lattimore one's interesting. It's like, where did that come from? I like that word, Lattimore, that name.
I do too. Hi, Angel Eyes. We were chopping it up on YouTube on a video a couple days ago. Okay, general reading. Don, if you're getting anything, you can go first.
Angel Eyes. Are you kind of stressed out right now? Because I'm getting a lot of anxiety. I'm getting a ton of anxiety right now. And just a feeling on my chest is like boom, 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 boom. And I'm feeling like, I don't know, this like like I'm confined. I feel like it's a very uncomfortable feeling. And I didn't have it before this. And so I'm guessing it's your energy. But I'm feeling a bit anxious. I'm feeling a bit like hemmed in and that kind of feeling. Um, Is there something about always stressed? Is there something about temperature? Because it's very hot in here. Is there is like the AC working, whatever working? I don't remember. That's right. I think you're in Arizona now, right? You're in Arizona still, or I don't know, but it's like I'm getting the feeling that it's very hot, and I don't know if it's because of the anxiety or what, but I'm getting this feeling of being very hot, and I don't know what's going on there. Um,
I felt like she was in a car traveling, but if it looked like the mountains, so it looked like the way that we go to California. So it must be you coming back from California, and I just feel like it says a journey. You're on a journey, but it's a new journey. It's not the journey that you have been on. This is a new journey. This is another um, journey. But it says at your request, you ask for change, and this is your change that is coming that I hear. Um, but I also, they're showing me the magician card. So you set the stage. You decide what the change is. You decide where this journey takes you, what this journey does for you, and how you're not locked into anything. You can make the decision as to what you're doing. So they're showing me the magician. They're showing me this traveling. Are you deciding whether you want to? I feel like you're really on a decision to like move, like you really want to locate, and it's a heart decision. There's a heart pull, and it's like, do I choose this over that? But I feel like you're deciding to choose one source over the other source, not as in higher source, but maybe, oh, they're telling me to say it one child over the other child. Like, do I move here? Do I stay there? Do I go here? Do I go there? Like, I feel like it's a very deep heart decision that you need to make, and you haven't decided what to do because you're like on this. I feel like you're making a pro and con. She needs me for this, this, and this. She needs me for this, this, and this. And so you're trying to make a head over heart. You're trying to make a heart decision, but you're trying to use logic or pros and cons, and you always come back to that heart decision. Who needs me more? Because mom is going to get the squeaky wheel gets the oil, the one that's the loudest or the one that needs you the more. And that's how I feel like yeah, you don't want to leave anyone stranded. Yeah, so you don't know what to do. Look, all of y'all need to move to the same state. I pick Arizona, and then just all live together and start the mom out. That's all I have to say.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the moving together part will work.
She
That's
said yes. She said it is a very stressful. She doesn't want to leave anyone stranded. So yeah, I felt that tug of this child versus that child. So that's how I feel like it is. Like you're trying to decide which road to take. And I don't know what to tell you. Except
yeah,
for all of you move to the same state.
yes, 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 yes. Well, I'm yeah. Except for the anxiety and stuff like that, I don't have much else to offer, so I don't. I'm going to leave it there. And it's good to see you again, Angel Eyes, and online. And with that said, let's move on to our next person, and that is Toya. And Toya, her question is, may I ask what's coming toward me soon? Toya, I'm sensing that um, you, yeah, I'm sensing you're not married, and you kind of want to be, or you're in a relationship that you'd like to take it further, but it hasn't gone there yet. Not sure which way to read that, but I'm sensing that again, you're not married, and you want to be. You want to move it forward, and that's just not happening. And I think your question to us is that something that will come to pass? Um, and if I were to ask that, if that was a question to be asked, and again, if you have, can you give us a feedback and let us know we're in the right direction? Because if you may actually be married, and then I'm like, okay. um, anyway, um,
So she said very soon. So because immediately I heard room and I'm like, well, what does that mean? So I do feel like she wants to fast track this relationship. Like I'm like there's a frustration with I'm tired of being single. Like not in that hope, not in that desperate, I need to have a companion way, but I'm just tired of being single kind of way. Like when is it going to happen? When am I going to have a companion? Not that I need a companion because I feel like she's a very self-sufficient person and can take care of herself, but I feel like it's a want to versus a need to or a have to. And that's why I feel like that room is like I'm ready to go. And they're actually showing me the back of the car with wedding. You know how they used to put the little tin cans and all that stuff on the back? They're showing it to me like that. Like you want the tradition like that. So I feel like you're either of a particular age or close to a particular age, and you are ready for it to happen.
Yeah. But I don't, yeah, but I don't, again, I don't sense that you're in a relation. I don't sense that you're married right now. And
She
I'm
says I'm
not,
not in a relationship.
yeah, no, I kind of felt that. That's what I was getting. Yeah, I didn't sense that either. So there is no relationship there. But I know you kind of want one. But the one thing I can come back to you and just kind of lay at your feet, and that is to tell you that when you are ready and when time presents itself, you're going to find it and it's going to work to your advantage. But this is not the time. I would just keep being you, be yourself, continue moving down the road, because divine timing is at play. And the one thing a lot of people get frustrated is they want to control everything, but we can't control everything. We don't control everything. So do not be surprised if divine timing takes place. Eventually it's going to happen. I do not know when. I don't see it happening anytime soon, to be honest with you. And if that's what your question would be also, then no, it's not happening anytime soon. But I do see it eventually happening. I mean, it's just not right now. This is not the time. Divine timing says this is you, for some reason you're not meant to be in a committed relationship right now. And I don't know if it's a self growth thing or whether there's something more you need to accomplish before you get there. I don't know, but this is not your time. That's all I keep getting. It's not your
They
time.
keep telling me that she's chipping away at her dream, like it was a big bold dream, and then okay, well that didn't happen. Well, let me make it this, and let me make it this. So you're chipping away at your dream, but they're saying it'll happen exactly the way that you imagine it. So if you imagine it, um, to a lesser degree, then it'll happen to a lesser degree. If you continue to have that big bold dream, then it'll happen in that big bold dream. But I'm hearing divine timing because I was going to say I'm not getting a timeline either, and they literally changed it to divine timing. So it is divine timing, and it is going to come. They're saying it's a hope. Like you have to keep that hope. And so, no, I wish I could give you a timeline. I wish I could give you a date because I feel like that's really what you wanted. But in this case, they're saying you just need to know that it is going to happen.
Yep. Okay. Hopefully that helped you, Latoya. With that said, let's move on. What did I do? Did I hit something wrong? I'm like, that's not Latoya's name. Say what? Um, Here we are. Wendy Yates. Wendy. And Wendy is asking for a general reading.
Okay.
Folks, if you ever met this woman, she's like the nicest person you're ever going to meet, except for me, because I am the nicest. And Angie's second nicest. And Shauna is second nicest, but I'm the nicest. But anyway, other than us, is definitely Wendy. Wendy's so super sweet. We love her. We love her much.
Um, Wendy is ready to get back out and enjoy summer. This seems to be her time to, enjoy. They immediately show me a horse, like you are ready to get out and about and enjoy summer. And that's all you want. Like you want to commune with nature. This injury that you're having is setting you down more than you'd like to be set down, and you feel like you're too sedentary. Is that the word? Like you, she says, I'm the nicest. um, but I feel like you're tired of sitting. You're ready to be out, be active. You don't like asking people for help or having people to do stuff for you, you are ready to be out and about. But I feel like you're getting concentrated healing, like it's everything is on the mend a little bit faster than you thought. Because I get an overall concentrated healing inside of me. And so at this point, a lot of things are sitting you down. So where you were focused on a lot of things in your winter home or where you normally are, at that time of the year, you're now focused on being set down and not being able to move. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. Like they just keep showing me you on your horse. You're like, I just want to get out there. I just want to do what I normally do. And it's not anything particular, like, oh, I want to go. It's just being your regular self and being able to move. But they keep showing me concentrated healing on that energy. And it is mending faster than you think. Like, I feel like every time you go to the doctor, you get a little bit more good news and they're surprised at how fast you're healing or how fast things are improving for you. But it's just not fast enough for you. And the only thing that I'm hearing is it's coming before the summer is over, you'll be able to get back to some of the things that you do. Not so much the high level things that you do, but a little bit more of a minor adjust or minor version of what you normally do. So maybe you won't be able to, like, I don't know. It has to do with the horses, but there's something about the horses and the communication and the being with them. You miss that being in tune with them is that I'm getting.
Wendy, I'm getting this. Um, I'm getting this feeling of a new opportunity. Are you like are you now moving forward with a new opportunity, a new venture? Because I'm feeling like that's right around the corner, or that you've already started putting things together for that. Um, I'm definitely getting that energy. And then when I shuffled the cards, the Fool came out. So again, it's that new. Hey, Sherry Berry, it's that new energy. It's that new the start of something new, which is nice. And it's interesting because you've been trying to figure out which way to move next, and this is that card that says, you know what, you dropped the swords, which means you finally figured out which way you needed to move or which way you wanted to go. And then look at this. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So that Wheel of Fortune is saying pretty much, spin the wheel. You're going to do well. Make your choices, make choices wisely, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I sense that it's time for you to get moving, and there's an opportunity, and you're already working on it, and you're in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction, absolutely. And you're going. Um,
Look, I got the Chariot for
nice, move
movement.
forward. Yep. Move forward. Yeah, Angie. I mean, not Angie. Wendy. That's what I'm seeing. That again, I'm seeing that this is the right time. This is the right time to strike. I think this opportunity again. I see a new opportunity. I see you striking. I see this is the right time to do it. So get moving. And I think it's good because you're going to have since this is downtime anyway. Not that it's downtime, but since you're down and you're kind of limited, that you can put a lot of stuff into place and get rid of that. So by the time that you're up and going, you can do all the physical stuff and just keep running with it. So this is a good time because it forces you to sit back and do the paperwork and do all the preparation work that you may not have done necessarily otherwise, because you would have been just catching things on the fly. This way you're more prepared. That's what I'm getting. So I think this is a great
Yeah,
opportunity.
that's how they were showing me that, you would have been doing this when I said your winter place, like the preparation she was making for that property up there. Like now you're focused on it because I did the phone like this. Nobody does this anymore. I guess it's like this now. But I feel like you're on the phone a lot more. You're calling a lot of people. You're doing a lot of things. You're making lists. You're being organized because you have to sit down and you're not like, oh, taking the phone calls in the car driving. So like Donna saying, it's forcing you to be more settled and more organized. So where this could have been where you think it's a frustrating thing, it's kind of putting things in order and helping you out to get to make things happen the way that you want them to.
Yep. So strike while the iron's hot. This is a good opportunity, a good time for it. And I think you're going to be very happy that you did. I really do.
Okay.
So hopefully it helped you. Hopefully it helped you, Wendy. Sorry, I was sidetracked there with the different things coming in.
Yeah.
Let's see, Wendy. Next is blessings are on the way. and she or he wants a love reading. I think it's a she. I think she.
I get a she,
Yeah.
a female energy. I kind of feel like you want to know about someone that you are currently dating, um, or interested in. Like you want to know either is this person available? Like I feel like it's at the very beginning stages of something. I don't feel like this is a long-term situation. It feels like it's something at the very beginning, and you want to know whether you should continue to pursue it or whether you should just let it go, like, or pass it by, or let it keep going. I feel like that's what you want to know. Is this person available for you, or is this person right for you? Like you want to know about somebody that you already know. I don't feel like this is a like you already know who this person is, and so you want to know specifically about this person is how I feel that you're asking me. um Blessings are on the way. I feel like you're a younger person because I hear he is too old for you, um, or something like that. Like I clearly heard he is too old. Um, and so that may be some of your apprehension too, is like an age difference. Like he seems to be much older than you, and you're wondering. And they're saying settling, like maybe you're settling for like nobody else, this is what I have available now, so I'm going to see what this could be, or see what this is going toward, is kind of how I feel like it is, or how they're presenting it to me. Like he is too old is very specific that they're saying to me. So I feel like you're younger, or the person that you're interested in, or the person that is kind of in your energy is an older gentleman. That's how I see it, but that's all I see.
All I see is a young lady with her head kind of, she's laying down and she's just kind of, I don't know. You feel lost. I feel lost. I feel um, like you somewhat defeated. I don't know why, but I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling like that somehow you're, again. It's one of those things of why not me? It's kind of that feeling of why not me. Um, I just see your face, and it's it's so haunting. It's sad because um, I think you're comparing yourself. I think you're comparing yourself to images that aren't real and situations that aren't real, and you want to be part of that. But I think that unfortunately, if you were to dig deeper, you would find that wow, life is it's not that simple. But I get the feeling again that you want to belong. You want to be with somebody. You want to be part of something, and the relationship you haven't had a lot of. I'm getting that you haven't had a lot of relationship success. I'm getting you tend to draw the ones that poop on you. And they just because I was going to say something else, and I made sure I fixed it, but they tend to leave a mess behind, and then you have to clean it up. And they also make you feel like this is that you should be lucky that they would even consider you. I mean, it's just this nasty kind of feeling. It's sad, and you've bought into it. You're buying into it, or you bought into it, and I feel very uncomfortable for that because the reality is there's wonderful things in all of us, and we should all know that there's the right person out there, and we will find them. But the people you choose, I think I just think that your choices up to this point have not been good, and I think that part of the moving forward is trying to figure out why in the hell that you are drawn to these people who you know will leave you in a mess. And is there something in your biology, something in your psychology, something in your genes? I don't know, but there's just this unfortunate feeling I'm getting, and it feels like you feel like you're never enough. You're never enough, and it's not you. It's them making you feel that way. So you need to flip that script. You need to figure out a way to change that around because the reality is that again that image is just not healthy for you. Anything else, Angie?
No.
Okay. Blessings. Hope that works for you. I don't. I mean, it's just I feel I feel kind of sad.
I don't know that she's still in the chat, but if you're going to leave, can you let us know? Because we've already closed the list, but there's people that are still waiting. So if you're going to leave, we can just like pull the next person up instead of giving a reading and you're not even here to hear it.
Yeah, because we may have questions that help us to more more understand your reading for you. I mean, it doesn't help you to get half of a reading, and then especially if something's not working, we can understand. Well, maybe it's from a different point. What happens to give people an understanding? Angie and I, as long as every other psychic and medium out there, and every other card reader, we all create our own vocabulary, and our vocabulary comes from our images of what things mean to us, and then that's how it means to some people. So when we get images or we get thoughts or whatever, they come to us. They are something that something that means something to us, but it's not perfect because it could mean this, but it also could mean this. And so when we ask the questions, it usually helps us to define our symbols to make sure they're working in this situation in the right way. And that's why it's important to be interactive if you can, because if you want the most from your reading, then you need to make sure that you're communicating with us, and therefore we can like dissect it to the point where it makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, it may mean absolutely nothing. So, I mean, in that one, you might be married and happily married, and then we are both off the realm. So, then you're like, okay, well, you got a reading, but it made no sense. Well, that's not your fault. If you were here, you could have head us off because maybe it was something else there.
I
Anyway, so that's all.
think we just look into a crystal ball and we see the entire picture, but it comes to us, like you said, in symbols. Like when I heard down in the Delta, that is something that was associated with my grandmother, but it could have been her grandmother and it also could have been her past. So there's a lot of ways it could go. Like you said, there's different avenues it could go. And when you put those pieces in and give us that information, it kind of helps us to create your story versus my story or what I think the story is based on what the symbols mean to me.
Super. Next is Stephanie. Stephanie says, "Oh my gosh, hi, you too. Last time I saw you, Don helped me with being an empath. I recently set some boundaries, and I thank you for giving me just a little bit of courage. What do you see for love?"
I feel like the boundaries that you set will help you to find love because I feel like whatever boundaries you had to set with whoever the people are that you have to set, like your tribe, your community, your people, whoever you had to set these boundaries with, they were interfering in your relationship. Like, oh, if it was me, I would do this. If it was me, I would do that. And so you were listening to too many people tell you what to do in your relationship. So I feel like the boundaries that you set will allow you to find love and to nurture it in your own way on your own path, but not in the way with all these other influences. Because I just feel like people were saying, I would do this, I would do that, I would. And you were kind of considering too many things and it kind of interfered with your relationship is how they make it seem to me or how spirit gives it to me is that all of those boundaries had to be set in order to carve out the space that you need to find the love. So you weren't going to get a relationship, or even if you started one or found somebody, it always ended because of too many obligations or too many different things outside of that relationship that interfere. So I do feel like there is going to be one, but it's now that you've already set this energy or you've set this space for you to actually have this one-on-one relationship with a love. And I do see like a dark blonde kind of hair, short guy, kind of short haircut is kind of how I see it. But that's all they're showing me. Is that dark blonde or is it? Yeah, I think it's a dark color hair and it's short. I feel like he's a smaller face, not a wide build, kind of a thinner build guy. Um, I feel like he's, I want to say older, but then I heard middle age, so I don't know. But I do feel like he is mature. That's the word they want me to say, mature. A mature person who is ready for a relationship also. And that's it. I'm sorry, Don.
Oh no, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Hmm. Stephanie, I'm just not picking up anything. I don't know if it's I'm not being on top of it tonight or something, but for some reason I'm not picking up anything. So I'm going to turn to the cards because even if I don't pick it up, maybe the cards will. Let's see what we have here. Oh, Stephanie, actually something did come to me. Somebody who has been out of your life for a while is coming back into your life. There is somebody who, um, for whatever reason, you two went your separate ways a while ago. This person coming back into your life. They're coming back into your life somewhere around um, end of April into May, um, and and I think that it's going to be interesting to see the way it plays out. I don't know if this is Mr. Right or Mr. Right now, but I'm getting more like Mr. Right now initially. But I think that you're going to explore this again, this opportunity to visit this relationship again. But it's somebody who is coming back into your life again, not somebody who's new. So I would say somewhere in again late April, mid May, you should see somebody who comes back, and that is somebody who you're very close to, and that's going to create a relationship. But again, I don't know. I don't see that being a long term thing. I see that as like a dalliance. I guess I just think it's going to be an interesting deviation. That's all. That's what I'm getting.
She said it sounds well. I guess the person that I described sounds like her best friend, and then you did say it was somebody coming back, so that follows right along.
Super, super. In that case, then next up is
But I keep hearing this time, like this time it'll be different because you won't have the outside influences. This time, they're clear with the this time.
Sherry Shaw and Sherry Shaw.
So as
General
soon as
Agency.
I read Sherry's name, I heard relocation, relocation, relocation. Like you are itching. Like I felt like the word relocation came up from your gut and out of your mouth or out. That's the way that they like it's a deep down nurturing that you are ready. Relocation, relocation. That's all I keep hearing over and over and over again. I'm not sure exactly what is holding you there to keep you from moving, but I hear it clearly. Um, you want something different. Um, Not because I don't feel like you're unhappy in your current situation, but I feel like you know that there's more. There's more out there for you, and you want to go. Are there is the obligation to children like new school, new this, new environment? How will they react? Is the obligation to children? That's what I feel like. That's what's kind of holding you back because I heard what schools will they go to? Will they make new friends? That's kind of how I heard it, and so I clearly hear go. You won't know unless you go, but the blessings are upon you. People pray for you a lot. You have a lot of people that pray for you. You had a praying, and this is how I hear it. This is none of me. This is all what I hear. You had a praying grandmother. You had somebody who prayed for you. So wherever you go, you are going to be protected. They're giving me goosebumps. When I get goosebumps, that lets me know that I'm on the right path. So you have someone who prays for you a lot. You have someone, so wherever you go, there is protection. You don't have to worry about where you go. Are my children going to be safe? Am I going to be here? It's kind of like this is how I hear because this is how it responds to my head. Um, they know who to wait. Um, like when you hear something in the news and you're like, oh, that couldn't have been my child or that couldn't have been me. Like they know who to mess with. Like nobody's going to bother you because you have so much protection. I feel like living is the prayer. Dead is the ancestors praying for you. So you're protected. There's always a wall around you. Wherever you go, you will be safe. You don't have to worry. And the things that you are worrying about are just because they're unknown. But that's also what is making you want to go is because it's unknown, because it's new, because it's different opportunities. And you just want to know what that world is outside of where you are. And I clearly hear go, go, go. I do see a lot of lush green. So wherever you're going doesn't seem to be a big drastic environmental change from where you're going. I feel like it's southeast. I feel like you want to go southeast. I feel like Florida. Is it Florida? It may be Florida. Is where you want to go, but I do feel like look, I feel like water. I'm smelling salt, so beaches. Like you want everything to be totally different than where you were because you want the children to see that it's so much better than how different it could be, like night and day different. So I North Carolina. Okay, I saw Southeast. Okay, so you do want to go, and I'm hearing go. Go, go. Whatever you do for your career, there's a lot of opportunity out there if you just start applying. Like if you start applying, you'll be able to go almost immediately. Like the response that you'll get will be so fast. And I keep hearing LinkedIn, update your LinkedIn. You'll get a response so fast that it'll spin your head and you'll be like, whoa, I didn't think it was going to be that fast. So once you decide, you're going to be ready to go. You're going to be ready. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom. So you have to be ready to go. But I feel like if you leave, you'll wait till the school year is over and then you'll proceed to go. But it's going to be go, go, go. LinkedIn, update your LinkedIn for sure. And whatever you do for a living, there's a lot of opportunity out there for you to do it, or a lot of jobs out there for you. But I keep hearing LinkedIn. So definitely update your LinkedIn, definitely network. And I feel like you know somebody where you want to go and they have been telling you, oh, there's opportunity. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. And you can go. So you already have somebody where you want to go who will help you to do or to kind of get your footing and to get settled. That is big for you, having somebody that you can talk to or that you can do. So go ahead and go. It's definitely how I feel. Sorry, I was so long-winded, Don.
Not a problem. And this is I'm getting kind of I'm going to go two ways on this, Sherry. I'm getting two different things. For some reason, I'm drawn to. Maybe it's because Angie's community, and Angie's spirit is her energy. Michigan. I'm drawn to Michigan and Flint. Are you from Flint, Michigan? Oh, you know her, Angie. Oh, okay. Because I'm drawn to Flint, Michigan. And I'm also. This is going to take another little sidestep because I'm drawn to your father, and he passed last year, somewhere around June or July. Is that right? Because he's here with me, and I don't. Did he pass? Can you tell me if he passed? Because he's here, and he's telling me June or July. I'm getting June or July. Is that did that happen? Is he passed?
She says yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. He's here. He's here. Um,
She said he passed in June.
okay. Yeah, because I was thinking June, July timeframe. It wasn't unexpected. He didn't die unexpected. It wasn't. When it came. It kind of. Again, it wasn't like immediate. I'm not getting that. He's kind of giving me uh,
Prolonged.
the message is, yeah, something is it's like an illness, and he actually, it's funny because he felt like he had time to clear things up, to clean things up. Does this make sense? Like, can you own this? Does this connect with you? Um,
He had cancer.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. But he was ready. He was ready, and he wasn't. Um, he wasn't. He wasn't afraid of it. He wasn't afraid of passing, and he's letting me know to tell you that it's better over there than here. And so he's happy. The last few years, the last year or two of his life, he didn't want to live that way, and he knew that he just was ready to go home. And so his homegoing ceremony was nice, and I can see, it's interesting. I can see the coffin sitting at the gravesite with a little curtain around it, and just the thing going down, and he felt so comfortable because he's like, it's my time to rest. I get that visual of just going down, and with that, it was this feeling of I can relax now, I can release. So yeah, no, I'm getting a wonderful feeling, but he's letting me know that he's better there. He's better there. than he was here, and he's happy, and he wants you to be happy as well. He has nothing special. It's not one of these where he needed to say anything. I don't get that. He does visit with you. He does visit with you. I'm trying to see if he'll tell me what he does, because sometimes when people's spirits come in, they'll give you some kind of key to let you know they're there. Did he smoke? Was he a smoker?
God, Don, I wanted to say, is there a pipe or something? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, but I didn't want to influence you. I saw it.
Yeah, the scent I was getting is that when you smell that scent, you know he's there, and you're like, this can't be because there's nobody doing it, but that's him there. Can you own this, Sherry? Does this make sense?
Sherry, you're not typing fast enough. What you doing? He said, yeah. So yes, as in the pipe, yes. Because I immediately heard pipe and I didn't want to mess up your train of thought. But when you said smoke, I was like, that's it. I knew it.
Yeah. So know that he is happy. He's passed over. He likes it there. He's comfortable, and he's living his best life at this point, because what he came from was not that great. So, I mean, the last year or so was not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted for his life. So know that he's happy, and that and never be sad about his passing, because for him, it was a good thing. It was a very good thing.
He's towering over me, like he stands behind you and looks over you. He definitely towers over you. He definitely is near. But I heard him say, "Tell her to go." The things that are holding you back or making you stay, he's saying go. Like he's always there. He stands over you. So, like I feel like you are a daddy's girl. I feel like oh gosh, he was a big energy. He was a big influence in your life, but he is saying go. Like he's always there. There is something that you have been reminiscing about, because I'm getting the 6 of Cups. There's something you've been reminiscing about him. You're missing him, and that is also a part of your decision as to whether you go. Do you visit the gravesite? Because it feels like if you go, I won't be able to visit the gravesite. And he's saying, wherever you go, I'll be there. You don't have to come to this spot. I'm wherever you are. I follow you. Like he's behind you. So I feel like he's saying, go. You don't have to come back to this place to talk to me, to see me. But there's something reminiscent. There's something that you're doing that is reminding you of you, but it also comforts you. And he's saying, it's okay to do that. But I get like that daddy's little girl type of feeling, and I get that very strong emotional protection from behind. Like if there was a bully and you don't even know that daddy's back there and the bully's backing away, and you think it's because of your might and what you're saying, but he's standing there, and that's why the bully is walking away, not because of your own strength, but because of because daddy is standing there. And so I feel like he's saying you don't have to keep visiting that spot. He's wherever you are. Like you don't like going to that spot and talking to him is the same as being in your car and talking to him, being at your table and talking to him, being in another state and talking to him. You don't have to be wherever you we're in that spot to talk to him. I hear something about journaling. You can journal too and talk to him. But he is he's a very present person currently in your life, and he is definitely saying go.
Super.
And that's
And while Angie, I'm going to let you. I think you probably saw what I saw, and I took care of it. But I'm going to let you take care of the next one to start with, because the computer is dying. And when I brought everybody, I had a lot of technical issues, and so I have a new computer sitting here right now, and it's almost dying. So I got to run and get a power cord. So I'm going to let Angie run with the next one. Kinsarian is it, and it's general reading, please.
okay. That's Bonnie, so I do know that. Sherry, someone else, Devani got a 302. She's another person that is normally in our group, and she's asking, was your dad a very imposing man? Like he kind of took control of the situation, is how I'm thinking that it is. Like, did he kind of work things out on your behalf or do things like imposing. That's how I'm thinking it is. Divinely guided. If I'm not getting it right, let me know. But that's how I'm kind of getting is what she's meaning. Like, did he like, let me just take care of this? Let me just do this. Like, I feel like if you had a problem, he solved it. Oh, she said like tall and stock. Oh, and put tall and stocky. Yes, because he stood over me towering. I'm sorry, Bonnie. We're gonna get to you. Like tall and over like, very tall. A big guy that takes no BS is what she's saying. I'm reading her comments, so she's also must be getting some information too, about you or about your dad. And Divinely Goddess, she's on. If you want to talk to her directly, she's on my Facebook page. She said big guy. Yes. Okay. So she must be getting some energy about him also. Ruth, Raymond, we are on 6 platforms at the same time. So only thing that you're seeing is whatever platform you're on. So it looks like you're on Don's Facebook. So you're only seeing the comments that are on Don's Facebook, but we're on my Facebook, Don's Facebook, my Twitch, Don's Twitch, my YouTube, and Don's YouTube. And so that's why you're not seeing all the comments, but we're on Restream. So Restream funnels all of the comments into us, but you can only see what's in your chat. So that's why you're not seeing all of the other comments that we're seeing. Divinely Guided, are you going to go to Facebook and talk to Sherry Shaw? Tanisha was getting some energy about Sherry, and she said he's definitely your protector and a warrior on the other side, and he blends with your auric field. So I guess Tanisha got a little bit too. Okay. No, you're okay, Ruth. I don't even think we explained that today because we just figured everybody knew that. But yeah, we're on multiple platforms, and so that's why you don't get to see all of the comments. Okay, now we're ready for Bonnie. Cancerian is actually Bonnie, so 11 and 12 are the same person.
Okay.
And I think she said general on both of them anyway. Bonnie, I feel like you wanted a love reading. I heard you say general, but I feel like love, 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 love. Um, mm,
Sorry. That's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, you said general, but I felt love because I definitely feel like there's a man in the background or somebody that you want to know about. I feel like you already know this person, you're already interacting with this person, but it's slow, and the word that they're using is boring. Like you want a little bit more fire. You're not ready to settle down and just sit down and watch TV. Like I feel like this is a person who just is okay with sitting down and watching TV, and that's not what you want. You want to get out. You want to explore. Like you're a doer. You want to go. You want to move. And so you're wondering if you should explore other opportunities. Um, and I hear there is an opportunity coming up that like you're going to meet someone. Um, uh, Starbucks. Is there some? Do you frequent Starbucks? Starbucks? That's just random. That Starbucks came in my head like that because I can see Starbucks. Is that a place that you frequent? Like I feel like this is where you're going to meet this person. Um, yeah, that's all I'm getting now. Don, you can go.
I'm going to turn to the cards.
It's definitely love. I definitely see that. Ruth, we are going by a list. My sister Kina controls the list. You don't see her, but she's in the background, and she's been posting who's next on the list. And unfortunately, the list is closed for today, because we've been on for a few hours, over 90 minutes, and so we take a set number, and she's already closed the list. But Don will be back on in the morning with Shauna. And I'm not even going to tell you the time because with the time change, good luck. Just when you see that he's live on Facebook, that's when it is. But
It should
it's
be
around 9.
9. You'll see. I mean 10 Eastern.
There
Yeah,
you
it should
go.
be 10 Eastern. Or 6 Pacific. 7 Pacific, 10, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7 Pacific.
Wait,
Anyway,
listen. Subscribe to his page.
you get the notice exactly. This is the Bonnie. It's time to get started with something. I don't know what you've been thinking about doing, or what. There's something you've been planning and doing something, and the planning's done. It's time to get moving. There's something we're moving forward to be moving forward with, and you're going to be moving forward because you're going to get some news that makes you move forward. And it's going to bring you some money because that it's time to get a paycheck. It's time to start making some real paycheck. And I'm liking this, the Wheel of Fortune card. Now, the Wheel of Fortune card is also that, to me, it can also represent the affirmations card. So again, put it out there, tell the universe what you want, keep telling the universe what you want, and it's going to come to you. So this is the affirmations card, in my opinion, in this reading, and that is keep putting out there what you want, and it's going to happen. Still be patient, though. It's going to take a little while. It's not quite around us yet, but get moving forward, and things are going to come your way. Interesting. It's interesting because I'm getting the thing that you fear. You kind of are in a stable situation. You're kind of like, I don't know if I want to rock the boat, but you got to rock the boat. You got to get out there and make something happen. You got to make something happen. So sometimes it's easier to be the fool, and which is the fool card here, and be the fool and just kind of ignore what's going on around you and just do it. Because if you do, then you may be happy with the results that you get. So it's time to strike out. It's time, whatever you've been planning about, thinking about, wanting to do, it's time to do it. It's time to get out there and make it happen because there's just something in the energy right now for you. There's some energy out there that's ready for you, and it's going to bring you the card that jumped out, happiness. So keep moving forward with that. I don't have much more for you there tonight. Anything else you have, Angie?
Definitely Starbucks. She says she only frequents it sometimes. I definitely like Starbucks is random. Like I don't like in your reading that's random. This is where you're going to meet this gentleman, a new guy. Um, and then with the opportunity that Don is saying, I feel like you're not using your abilities to their fullness, and that'll be an income source for you if you actually use them to their fullness. But Starbucks and the guy, white hair, but that's it.
Okay.
That was
We have
random. I'm like Starbucks.
exactly. We have Amy in here from England, and I asked her. I said it must be late there, and she said it's 3:21, but she can't sleep. Well, Amy, hopefully we can put you to sleep, and in a way, I'm hoping we don't, because that means we bore you. But hopefully, we'll give you something, and that kind of the rhythm will maybe give you the energy to sleep. So be careful how I say that, I guess, right?
Bonnie, you started doing what this week? You started making money off of your abilities, or what does that mean? I started this week, or going to Starbucks, or both. Bonnie, come on now. You gave us 4 comments in a row, and now you just disappeared.
She went to Starbucks. She's in a hurry. She wants to get
Started
somebody.
a group. Yes. Okay. Using your abilities. Okay. You're not. Okay. There you go. Wait a minute. What group you starting? Where you started at? And you didn't even invite us? I feel a
I
little
know.
bit offended.
What?
I kind of feel offended, Bonnie. I see how you are, though.
Okay, Bonnie.
When I find out where it is, I'm just gonna come and be like, oh, she didn't even tell us about it, but I'm here to join the group. How dare you not invite us?
I
And
know.
a lot of people say they keep seeing me look to the left. The reason I keep looking to the left, I clearly see a hand coming out of the ceiling. And so that's why I keep looking at the left, and I'm just trying to see what is happening with this hand that is coming out of the ceiling. And that's why I keep looking to the left to see what they're trying to tell me. But there you go.
To the left, to the left. Every everything you own in the
Oh, so Bonnie, so your group is a in-person group. It's not an online group. Okay, then we'll give you a pass because I was about
Well, we'll give you half pass. We could have driven there.
Wait, she said East Mesa Metaphysical. That ain't far. Do you know how far I'll drive? Listen, in East Mesa, there's an angry crab that has gumbo. I would have driven out there and got me some gumbo after the group.
And there's an amazing Puerto Rican restaurant on Main Street in East Mesa that does
And they have
traditional Puerto
empanadas on Main Street. Bonnie, you are keeping me from the good food. That's
Rican.
all I'm saying. Had you invited me, I could have a lot of good food today.
Exactly. Bonnie's like, wait a minute, I didn't ask for all this. Oh
I
my
see how
goodness.
you are, Bonnie.
hmm Next is Tara Joy, and Tara Joy wants a general reading.
Tara Joy, as soon as Dawn said your name, I got an anxiousness, an excitement. Um, like a anxiety up in my chest, like a but not a bad, not I don't feel like it's a horrible thing, but it's something that is it's just anxiousness. And I don't feel like it's like a doom and gloom, but it's a I need to make this decision type thing. And is everybody thinking about relocating? And I would like to say the Tara, I don't want you to because I know that you're in Arizona. But I feel like you're considering a move or you're considering a change. Move doesn't necessarily mean physical move, but change. Um, University of Phoenix. Are you applying for a job there? Are you working there? There's something to do with your job and change. Um, you want more of a challenge. I do feel that like you want more of a challenge, you want more authority, and you're ready to step up to a higher position, a higher, like I feel like you want to be an administrator. I don't know that you are in the classroom, but I don't feel like you still want to be in the classroom. I feel like you want to be an administrator. You want to move to the next level. You're ready to transition. So the travel may be you wanting to make your career move forward in a specific way. Like I feel like you have a dead set plan, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You are very much a focused person and you plan out your life very well. Don, the comment that's up says Signal Butte in 60.
I don't know what's going on. Something's going crazy on my side.
And Keita said she emailed me the list because she had to step out for a minute. Okay, there it is. Look, the internet is bugging us all.
hmm
You are in AP. Um, Okay. I feel like you are ready to move to the next level. I do feel like it's coming. I feel like you've prayed for it, you're dedicated to it. Like, I feel like you're a person who gets down on your knees, like when it's intense and it's time for things to move. You are a person, like, if there was a prayer closet, I'm getting very much chills. I'm getting a lot of chills. Like, if there was a prayer closet, you would be in it on your knees. And like, it's reminding me of a movie that I saw when they're like, oh, there's a lot of smoke in this closet because this person prayed and so there was a lot of energy in there. You're a person that when it's time to make something move, you pray. They're almost bringing me to tears because I feel like the last time you prayed to in your most sincerest, open, heartfelt, tearful prayer to God, like move something, do something. What do I have to do to make this move? And your prayer was heard, sincerely heard, and you're ready to, it's going to move forward. Um, I feel like you are applying for jobs. I feel like you are, um, mm, you, so this is what they're saying. None of what you are applying for you're going to get because I don't think and these are their words. You're looking too low. You need to look a little bit higher. Your experience is well above what you're what you're applying for. Your experience is very high. You're very well spoken. You dress very well. You are like you could be a curriculum person. You could be a person that creates. the things that happen in the classroom. And I don't know if that's the direction that you want to go, but I hear curriculum. Like you want to do that, or that is the direction you could go in. Um, so the job that you get, I don't think will be the job that you've been applying for, but it'll be somebody else who sees or who is divinely guided to your resume, to your experience and says, I wonder if, and then just by chance they call you and you're like, oh, I never considered that, but okay. And each step that you take is in fear. Like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. But when you get to it and you get the acceptance and you get the offer, you get the offer and you accept it and you get into it, you're like, oh, yes, I could do it. So, and then there's also a work-life balance for you. Like the kids are in activities, the kids do this. I need to make sure that I can be all those things to everyone. But I feel like your kids are very well disciplined. They're very well you have them, and I don't want to say program, but on the schedule. They know bath time, homework time, practice time. Like it's already set. Like I feel like you have a little board, and it's like Mondays we do this, Tuesdays we do this, Wednesdays we do this, blah 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 blah. Like when I say 5-year, 10-year, 15-year plan, you have all of that settled, and you're ready to move forward onto the next thing. I'm hearing by the time the summer is over, you'll have a new job. So when the fall comes, you'll have a new job. Because I hear summer and these are their words, not mine. Please know that these are their words. By the end of summer, you'll have a new job. So whatever that process is, but it's not anything that you've applied for. Like I said, it's divinely guided. Somebody kind of sees that you might, like, you know how when it's like, oh, well, they really want somebody with a psychology degree, but you kind of have a criminal justice degree, so that'll match. And not specifically you, but that's how it is. Other degrees as assigned or other experience in there, and so you have the experience, but that's not what you're applying for. So divinely guided, like your prayer was so sincerely felt and so sincerely heard because it was just out of sheer love for your family and wanting better for your family, and it clearly wasn't for you. It was clearly for the betterment of your family that your prayer was coming. Like you sincerely prayed. Like I am literally holding back tears because you sincerely prayed for this um, very, very hard. And you were very intense about it. And you told the Lord at the end, whatever he does, it's okay with you. But this is what you want. And that's how I see it. And that's why it's being granted. But okay, Don, you can go.
I am, believe it or not, I cannot even, something went wrong on this computer and I can't even see the session we're in. Can you all see me
Oh my
still?
God. I can see you and we can hear you. We see you moving and everything.
Okay, yeah, I've been scrambling because for some reason everything
Keena's
disappeared.
kept going out too. Keena's internet went in and out too. And she's texting me personally to tell me what's going on. But then it came back. So the internet issues are widespread. And we all have Cox cable.
I'm telling you, cheesy whiz. Yeah, it's like I'm looking, trying to find how I can get back. It's like I don't know what happened, so I'm a little bit distracted. I mean, I'm going to go to the task manager and see if maybe I can find in the task manager the process. Um, there's 17 Google Chrome things running.
17?
Yeah, but I don't. It's like I can't see anything. It's just unbelievable. I'm like,
Unfortunately, for the people who are asking, the list is closed. Keena posted the list a while ago. And because we've been on almost 2 hours, and the list was kind of long. And so we are actually on number 13 of about 22, 21 or 22. And so the list is quite long. And so we still have a long way to go. And our readings have been very in depth. So unfortunately, the list is closed, but Don will be on tomorrow morning. Same Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch with Shauna. And then if you missed it today, you can definitely get one in the morning.
I think I finally got back. Are you still there?
I'm still here. And Google wanted to let you know that you were accurate about her mom's arm pain. Thank you for the heads up, and she appreciated it so much.
Oh, super,
Because I
super
don't
good.
know if you can see the chat, but she is
Yeah,
saying
no, everything just
she
came
asked
back.
her
Thank
mom
goodness.
about it. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
that's
the
good to hear.
prettiest girl, I love that name. And then Chloe Bream, I think it is. Unfortunately, the list is closed. And then Tara, it's coming. So
Let's
unless
see.
you have something to add to that,
No, no, I've like, yeah. No. Who, I don't even know who's next at this point.
the next person is Mary Core.
Okay.
And she wants a general or he, Mary Core, Mary Core.
My
Wait, let me
chats,
see. Let me see if I can put it back for you.
because my chats aren't loading. Everything disappeared in all my chats and everything. Oh, I
Can you
finally got
do
back
that?
to private. I got the private
Okay.
chats back now. Lord
Okay.
have mercy. Jeez, it was.
And she is here because she said hi. And Tara, you can call. You can personally call me. She says she's a she. Okay. Immediately when I saw your name, and if we're Maria. Okay, I like that. I was gonna say, can you please tell me how to say that? So it's Maria Corazon. I saw a color wheel. And then the word that I heard was Wheel of Fortune. So things turning in your favor. I know the will can mean that things are
Percentage I've got. I usually don't concentrate too much on rent.
yes, we can hear that.
I don't know what's happening on this computer. I mean, stuff is just popping up.
Listen, the last time I used my son's computer, all these little Microsoft Xbox chats kept coming through, and I kept saying, "Brandon, what is happening? What is happening?"
I just got a video
The
game that came on.
children do not listen. Do not use the children's technology. It will have you all
No,
messed up.
I just got a video game come on. I'm like, what? I didn't touch anything for a video game. It's like,
I'm
geez,
sorry, Maria. Um, you're asking, what is that? The Wheel of Fortune. Let me see if I can find it. It's something in tarot, and it's a card. Um, and if I can find it, I'll show it to you. But what they're saying is that things are about to turn in your favor. Like I don't feel like things have been so great for you, and things are about to turn in your favor. And they showed me the color wheel. And then this Wheel of Fortune. So let me see if I can find it. But I feel like things are about to turn in your favor because you've been a little bit down. Oh no, the sound. Okay, so she wasn't asking about the car; she was asking about the sound. Okay, there you go. So you do know what that is. Okay, so I can move forward. So they're saying that. Oh my God, y'all, we losing control again. Let me give myself a nice. That things are about to turn in your favor. Career and love specifically. I feel like you've had a hard time with both, or you've been a little bit unsuccessful with both of them, and so I feel like things are about to turn in your favor. And I'm trying to because they're telling me one before the other. Career first, then love next. Because I feel like you want to be financially stable and not dependent on somebody before you go into the love situation. So I'm definitely feeling like the love. I'm sorry, the relationship will come. I'm not.
Did you? Did
They're moving. I'm terrible with everybody. You okay? So the job. Okay. The relationship. So is the relationship at a low point because I feel like it's going to be renewed. I feel like there's going to be a renewal in it. Like there's been a slump in it, but the new job definitely coming first, and then the love. Um, they said you switched to the other side, and then there's a little icon.
yeah, I'm telling you, technology is just driving us crazy tonight. I don't know what the hell's going
Um,
on.
so when I
I
say
surrender.
relationship, okay. So the love. So I feel like there's a renewal of love. Like there's been conflict. They're showing me the 501. So I feel like there's been a little bit of conflict or a little bit of tension. So I definitely feel like it's going to pick up. Like the romance is coming back. I think you missed the romance. I feel like maybe your husband or your spouse was a romantic person when you first met, and you feel like maybe it's not there anymore. And so I feel like the romance, and they specifically said romance, and then they're showing me the Light Seers Tarot, and it's the one where he's holding the roses and then the horses in the back, and so it's the Knight of Cups. I do believe that is so. Okay, yeah. So things are going to get better. Like be very the romance is coming back, and the job, like I said, they did say that the career is going to turn in your favor. Like I don't feel like you love what you do now. Like you maybe accepted something, or it didn't turn out to be exactly what you thought it was going to be, and now you're Don. This feels so weird being on the other side. But I feel like the job that you have now isn't really what you want, but it's or it didn't turn out to be what you thought it was going to be. And so this new opportunity is definitely going to be something that is more that you want, that you enjoy, or that is more aligned with what you want to do. And so that Wheel of Fortune again is turning in your yeah, yeah. So whatever this new thing that you're about to do is going to be more in tune with what you want to do. So even if it's the same thing that you're doing, it's a new environment. So sometimes just being in a new environment will change. But when you say I don't like being a physician assistant, because it didn't feel like you were going to a whole new career, but it did feel like it was something, a new energy, something that you were kind of excited about. So maybe you will, whatever this new opportunity is, if it's not the same thing, then it's going to be, yep. Okay, so it felt like it was more aligned to what you wanted to do or what you want to do. And so now you'll have a little bit more joy in it. And then after you get settled in that, and then the relationship, there'll be the joy renewed in that. So that's it. I feel like I've been very wordy today, Diane.
For me, I think you hit it on. You were so complete that you got what I was thinking, and I was feeling that she was going to do the same thing, but in a different way, and
And
that
that's what she
she
said.
needed the change. And so when that popped up, I wasn't surprised because that's what I was getting is that she's just not in the right, she's not in the environment that gives her the fulfillment that she's looking for, and that's the key is the fulfillment. So, the setting is going to make a difference, and I think that setting is going to be a good thing. So, I think you're headed off in the right direction. Also, Mary, um, a house. Are you looking at a new house? Are you looking at apartment change or something? Because I'm getting something about the house. Are you looking at to buy a house? Are you looking to move from one house to another, or for rent to own? Are you doing? Is there something about a house I'm getting? Are you in the market for a house? Or are you coming up on the end of a lease or something? Because I'm getting something. Is that does this resonate with you? We are okay. You're going to have success. You're going to find what you're looking for, but it's going to take about a month and a half. So stay with it and make sure that you're very particular. Make sure you stick with your guns and get what you want, and you will get what you want. But you can't rush. Do not rush. Do not feel like you're being pushed into something. You're going to get what you want. So just stay with it and keep moving forward, and you're going to find the right property. So just we want to sell our house in New Jersey. Okay, yeah, it's a good time to sell. That's for sure. But yeah, I can see you getting a new place, and I see that. We want a house in Hawaii, don't we all? I'll take a house in Hawaii. She said we want a house in Hawaii. Well, yeah, but don't worry. You're gonna find what you look. You're gonna find the right place, but you do not. I'm being warned to not rush to find something. Make sure you find the place, not a place, because you're not going to be happy otherwise, and that's another issue. So,
Is there something with the level that they have to build the house? Because they're making it seem like whatever house you get, make sure it's up to code based on the weather that you have. Like they're showing that it should be above a certain level. It should be something. There's something about like where you are and the way the house has to be built, or the way the house has to be structurally set in order to withstand whatever the weather conditions are. Is how they're making it seem like it has to be higher or something. There's something about the way the house has to be built. And that's it. On the mountain. Okay. Oh, that's why they kept telling me higher. So definitely that is going to happen. What, like Don said, definitely that's what's going to happen.
Super, super. With that said, I cannot access the private chats, so I have no clue who's next.
Okay. So
So whatever Keena tells me, let me know and I'll type her up. Just tell me the name.
cry, fight. Oh my God. Something about a dragon.
Cry 5 Dragon.
Yeah. Fight. Crystal. I don't know. Can you tell us how to pronounce that?
Tall.
Because they're still there. They're on Twitch. So can you tell us what to call you? Because I like to be specific when I ask Spirit.
And if you could remind us, Crystal, if you could remind us also of the question, because again,
General.
as a general, okay, super, super. Okay.
Now that dragon is stuck in my head. And I just have to make sure it's not because of I'm reading your name and that what I'm getting is authentic. So Don, if you have anything, you can go while I try to figure this out. Because they are showing me a dragon.
Let me take through the cards.
Something about fire. Anger. Something about anger and fire. Quick to anger. Anger, fire. Okay, guys, I keep hearing quick tempered and I keep trying to make sure. Is there something about your temper or something about you being hot, fiery? There's something to do with anger, your temper, and quick. Like once you're set off, you're I feel like you try to hold down your anger because once it's unleashed, you go all the way to the volatile side. Like you unleash, you let it go, and you try to control it. So there's something about anger, quick temper. Mm. You can go ahead, Don.
I'll just go with the cards. Crystal Dragon, we've read for you before, haven't we? I feel like we've read. You're a spiritualist. You're into. You have gifts and abilities. Is that correct? I mean, and I'm getting the sense that I feel like we've been down this road before, and you seem very familiar to me. This energy is very familiar. Is that the case? Have we read for you before?
She didn't say, or I
Okay.
don't see. She's on your Twitch.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know who she is. I just feel like that there's something. I think she's a metaphysical person. I think she has abilities. I'm guessing. I'm sensing that she is. She's empathic as well as she's clairvoyant, not claircognizant. She's clairvoyant. She sees things. She knows things that sometimes confuses her. And so when I see we need to know where to go. I'm what, are you here, Crystal? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm used to having to exert myself and almost enjoy pain because it happened, but I am not somebody who directs my anger at anything. Only empathy. We haven't read yet, but I've been in the queue a while concerning moving with my dog. My preference is the university, but the dog cares for something different. The dog cares for something different. I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, if I'm understanding this correctly, she's been in the queue and she asked a question about her dog concerning moving with the dog. Her preference is to university, but the dog cares for something else. So when I say that you don't, I'm not saying that you get angry or that you're okay. You know to control your anger because if you have to unleash it or if you have to be that way, like it's kind of I know how I can be. So before I let myself go there, I know what techniques I need to do before I get, as I would say, out of pocket. Like I know the things that are trigger me to make me be like, hold on. And so before I get there, I kind of control that. So I feel like you know the things that you need to do to keep you from going that way, because once you do, you are very much a warrior, or you're very much I don't even know how to explain it. You're like once you get in that mode and they take you to that level, it's hard to bring you back. And so I feel like you are very much like you know how to control that. The drag, and then I felt like I feel like it because they showed me water being poured on a flame, like the dragon breathed the fire and then somebody poured fire on the flame. But I felt like it was an outside influence pouring water on the flame, and it made me seem like it was a love interest or somebody who knows how to balance you very well. Like, oh, okay, I know that she can get this way, and so I know how to balance her and keep her this way. Like I feel like the person, like they're the yin to your yang. And if you haven't met this person, then they're coming. But I feel like this is somebody you already know who knows how to deal with you or who knows how to interact with you. You get along with each other very well, is how I feel like it is. But very intense. That's the word I want to use, intense. So not necessarily a person who is like volatile or, just like the intensity level of your anger, and so you try to control it, is how I feel like it is. I definitely feel like there's a yin to your yang. I just keep hearing that, like there's somebody who or is that your other side, who balances you. So it could be your other side too. Don, you can go ahead.
Is this the same person? I think it is, right? Yeah, I don't have anything else. That's about it for me.
Okay.
I am again. I don't have private messages, so
Okay.
tell me who.
Um,
Kina, can you post the list for me one more time on the regular chat? Because I can't access private. If you put at least I'll know who's coming on next. But so, what do you have, Angie?
Juliana.
Okay.
A love reading.
Okay.
Prioritize moving toward the source of the water energy. The song that came up for me immediately I heard was "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places." Um, I hear something about your love is very materialistic, like you give too much. You give too much material. You give too much to others to be loved. Um, you supply their needs for love. Um, and you're not getting genuine love back. The love is based off what you are giving them or what you're supplying them. I clearly hear looking for love in the wrong places. I keep hearing that, and then materialistic love, but not in that you're materialistic, in that you supply in order to get love back. Um, I'm definitely getting a foggy brain, but some of the fog is an outside influence. It's not okay. It's not it's what you're putting into your body that's also giving you a foggy brain, and makes you make impulsive decisions is how they're saying it to me. You act impulsively. You make decisions based off heart over head, um right now energy, like this is how I feel, let's do it right now. If that means let's pack up and move across country and go backpacking in Fiji, then that's what we're going to do. Like you're very impulsive. You're very much a person who makes heart over head decisions, and you do not seem to concentrate on the consequences of it all. And so your love is based on right now, how I feel right now, hot and heavy, what I want right now. It's intense. It's very intense. And so that's how you make your decisions. You need to focus. There's the thing I hear is self love, because you're making bad choices in romantic love, is how it's being presented to me. And so you need more commitment to career, or what, like you need to focus on something other than love. You need to focus on your future, on your career, on your on logical things versus the heart things. You're very much intense, like if I could just be in love, then that'll make everything okay, and that's how you kind of make your decisions. So what I'm hearing is you need to change your focus to that logical side and get out of that head in the clouds. Love will conquer all type situation, and then base some of your decisions on logic. They're showing me swords. You need to transition from that cups energy to that swords energy. So you need to be more logical. You need to be more focused. Like I feel like you start this and then you stop. Like it's kind of how sometimes I clean the house. I'll be in my room. I'm gonna clean my room, and then I'll go put a load of clothes in the laundry. Then I'll start the dishes. Then I'll be like, oh well, let me vacuum the floor. Let me go do this. So I feel like you start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. You do not ever complete anything to its fullest, because it's kind of like a squirrel moment. Like, oh, this is there, this is there, this is there. So I feel like you need to focus on one thing and take it all the way through, and then love will come. But your focus is too much on the heart and not on the head, because they're showing me go from cups to sword. Like you need to be more logical, and then that's all I got.
Since I can't see any chats and private messages, does she say this resonates with her? Because
She says I have a new relationship.
okay, because what I was feeling, what I was getting was the sense of self healing. The problem isn't the relationship. It's. I'm feeling this person has been beaten down, and they just kind of they have she has some issues, and and again, it's a healing thing, and it's like, it's to be your best, to be in a relationship, you have to be at your best self, or at least try to find that self that you're comfortable with. And I'm getting the sense that that's not the case here. I'm also getting the sense that there's a huh. I don't know. I'm getting this feeling of like confinement or claustrophobic or something, like they're feeling, this person is feeling kind of hemmed in. They don't. I don't get a feeling of freedom. I get a feeling of more like and it's not like they're not free, but at the same time, they're there's a dependency issue. They're not a drug dependency. That's not where I'm going. But it's like a situation. There's they can't be their own person, because there's other things going on around them that is pushing and creating an environment that that just kind of keeps them in a box, I guess is a good way to put it. I don't know. Um, I do see the new relationship. Unfortunately, when I see the new relationship, I think it's built on the same basis as the previous one. And oh wow, finally I see one message. Kina sent a message. I got a private chat. Yay! I can't say anything else, but at least I got one private chat. That's good.
Okay, so she's re-putting them in there for us.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. That's. But it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Now they took it away from me again. Oh God. Oh, Angie, I'm telling you, technology is wicked today. Move that selenite wand a little bit. I need to get my wand over here.
You know, I came in like, what is the problem, Evo?
I'm telling you, I need to go find me a piece of selenite here, because these computers are beating our butts. I am telling you. But no, Juliana, what I'm feeling is there's a situation where, again, to be in, and look at now the thing is moving. Jesus Christ.
It is.
I think a spirit has stayed here and is not leaving, and they're driving me crazy. I really do. There's something happening here. Oh my God. Anyway, so no, I think that you have got to find you and your better self, your higher self, because I believe that this relationship is kind of built on the same foundation, and unfortunately, that foundation is not a good solid foundation. And since it's not a good solid foundation, I think it can be worked with, and I think you can work on it. But you have got to work on yourself too, because I get a very conflicted person. I get a very confused person, and a very hurt person. I mean, a person who has some healing to do. That's what I'm getting. And what I'm getting, hopefully next, will be something to bring all this back to life, because all I can see right now is me and Angie in the center, and then Angie and I on the side, and that's it. And the rest is frozen. So I can't see anybody or anything. So, but I did see the private chat pop up for that one person, and I think it was Cicely. So Cicely Lundborg, I got that one, and so
She's next.
yes, that's the one that popped up before everything went away again. Hopefully, Juliana, that helped you. And actually, wait a minute, whoa, is this? Well, we won't go there, but yeah, I'm wondering if I know this person, because, and now that I'm tapping into the energy, I think I know this person. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's better I didn't know, because it came from, the very
It truly came from the universe.
yes. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that, right? Oh man. Next. Celia Lundborg, what does Raj want with me? He wants what most men want from you.
Oh my God, Don, I swear to God, I heard sex immediately. Like, literally, I heard the word sex. Oh my God.
Exactly. It's like, what do you think he wants?
And I feel like either it has already happened and it was very quickly, or it's like, I feel like it already happened, but It's a woman friend. Oh, I heard sex immediately. That's weird.
I did too. I'm thinking, yeah. No, I'm thinking, yeah,
And I didn't even know the situation, so I couldn't have been reading anything into it.
yeah. No, a woman. Believe me, the sex, the person's gender doesn't necessarily make a difference when it comes to sex. I'll put it that way.
But that is what I heard immediately.
Yes.
Like I did not hear like that was the very first word as I read it, and I didn't even think male female. That's kind of how I heard it. So that doesn't mean that just because you don't know that that's what the person wants doesn't mean that that isn't what the person like. Oh, they're giving me like a see. Oh, you know what they're showing me? Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Golden Girls, but this is the one where
I
Dorothy's
love the
friend
Golden
came to
Girls.
visit, where Dorothy's friend came to visit, and she was
Oh, yes, with Rose.
right, and she was in love with Rose, and then and she was like, and she told Dorothy, everybody knew but me. She says, Rose, I didn't even think you would know what a lesbian is. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, it was pretty much unrequited love. Like it was kind of like she was longing for Rose, but Rose was not longing for her, or Rose wasn't having the same feelings for her. So you may not know that this person thinks of you in that way, but that was the immediate energy that I got. And then I get sexual tension. Like I don't feel like that's all I'm getting. Like I'm not getting anything else. I'm not getting like, oh, money. I'm not getting like, oh, business or friendship. Like I am literally getting that this person is attracted to you physically. But you may not realize that. And I feel like this is clearly what I hear Spirit saying. You're ignoring the signs. Like there are signs that would have led you to know this, but you are ignoring them because you're very dismissive of it, because you're thinking, oh, this isn't male, female, this is female, female. And so you're missing the signs that is what this person wants from you. And, but I don't feel like they're so much telling you that. And the card that fell out was deception. Hmm. Like maybe they're not letting you know that because they know that you may not feel the same way. But that's all I got was the sex thing. I didn't get anything else. I don't get other want or desire except for it's that fiery bit. So I don't know if you get anything else down, but that's what I get.
Well, I've got to deviate because now that you opened the box on that episode, I've got to go there because there's such a funny part of that, and that is when they're talking about it, and Dorothy and Ma are talking about it, right?
Uh huh.
And Dorothy and Ma's like, and Ma already knew, and then Dorothy's like, Ma, how do you know this? And she's like, Dorothy, I knew. And anyway, and then Blanche comes in, and she goes, Blanche,
Why didn't she
she's
want me?
lesbian. Well, she says, yeah, exactly. She says she's lesbian, and she's like, she said, we didn't think you'd be comfortable with that. She goes, oh, she says, oh, I have lots of Lebanese friends. Danny Thomas is one. And then she goes, not Lebanese, lesbian. And then Blanche goes, lesbian, lesbian. Oh my God. And then she's mad because the woman's not attracted to her instead of Rose. It's so funny. I love that episode.
Yes, I love the Golden Girls, and that's exactly what they picked up for me. But I don't get anything else.
Yeah. Lebanese. Lesbian. I love the way she says it. It's so funny with Blanche. Blanche, anyway. And then, oh, yeah, I don't really have much more to offer. I mean, for me, I think that it's an interesting situation there. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I can only I can only surmise. But I think it's an open conversation that may come along. So don't be surprised if it happens. There's just something there, and it's just too strong. When it came out to me, it was like smack me in the face, and I had to say it. So I don't know. But the most important thing is if indeed you have that conversation eventually, if it rises, hopefully you'll be able to handle it. I'll put it that way. And with that said, let's move on.
I have to make one announcement because there is someone that is in the chat who is offering readings, and it's on your Facebook, Don, that they are offering readings to everybody in your chat. Whoever this person is not associated with us in any way. Do not inbox them because our readings are free and is on this platform. Whatever this person is asking you to do, that is not associated with us in any way. And we normally block those people. So do not respond to them and pay them for a reading because that is not Don or I at all.
I'm trying to see if I can go in and see those.
The name is BABALAWO. So it's on your Facebook because they're replying to all the people that we just read that was from your Facebook. So Nikki Ireland, Cecily, all of those people that are on your Facebook. They're and he or she is steadily doing it.
Okay. I'll let you move on to the next one, and I'll try to find what I'm looking for and take care of that.
Okay. And so the next person is, who did we just do? Wait. We just did
And what
Cecily.
was, remind me one more time of the name, though?
BABALOWA.
Okay.
Oh, Tanisha said he's in your Twitch too.
Okay. I blocked them from, what happened is I blocked them from Restream earlier, but I didn't block them from Facebook, and I wish I would have at the time. It gave me the option, but I'm like, I didn't think about it. I figured doing one would take care of the other, but I'll take care of it.
Okay. And so the next person is Juan. That's all I'm going to say because I don't know what the whole thing is. Juan. Yeah. Who is coming towards me in love or in general? And if it's not Juan, can you tell me? Yeah, I'm gonna say Juan because I don't know how to pronounce the rest of it. And it's every comment that is on your Facebook. He is still replying to them. But this is it. Okay. So Juan
Yeah,
wants.
he's into all this voodoo crap. He's crazy, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Juan is fine. Okay, perfect. And it's a male. And so you said love or general, I do believe is what you said. Okay, towards me and love. I feel like you're a very passionate, sincere person. I immediately got that. Like you have a lot of love to give, but you've experienced people who've wanted you for money. I feel like that is exactly how I felt like you're a very giving person. So people have taken advantage of your loving, giving nature, and you sincerely want to be in love. Is how I feel like Spirit is presenting you to me. You really want to be in love. I feel like your career, successful career. I feel like you have a successful career. I feel like you are, and that's what allows you to be a giver. That's what allows you to lavish. The word that they're using is lavish people with gifts. And so I definitely feel like um, you are looking for a sincere love. You are looking for someone who will appreciate you. Um, and they say you're yet to find that because you like
Sorry.
they're showing me a no, it wasn't that. A lady with long dark hair. Um, then like you base looks are very important to you. It seems like, and I feel like you date women that are a little bit taller than you. Um, hmm. Um, are you losing sight of your career? Like I feel like because I hear them saying you need to focus a little bit more on your career because you're losing focus on your career because you really do just want a companion. Like I feel like you want to travel. Like they show me an airplane. They show me you want to I feel like you want to travel and you want a companion to travel with. And so gosh, you really lavish gifts upon people. But this dark haired lady, long hair, kind of like this dark hair, black hair, dark black hair, is either someone you've just recently dated or someone you're going to meet. But I'm hearing that you're losing focus on your career with the love. And you need to recalibrate that because you could be further along in your career. Like you could have excelled a little bit more in your career had you not been so focused on love. Like I feel like there's been a little bit of drama, and I don't know if it's spilled. I don't know if it spilled over into work or it affected your work, but you could be further along. And this is what I'm hearing. Not, yeah, this is how I'm hearing is that you could be further along in your career, but the love but the relationship drama, and these are their words, relationship drama is kind of keeping you off your focus. So if you recenter your focus on your career, then the love will naturally come. But I feel like you're very intent on, and sex is important to you in a relationship, and so you're very focused on wanting to have sex also. And so those are the things that cloud your judgment when it comes to picking people, kind of like easy, like she's easy or blah blah blah. So that's why you end up with that person, and then they want materialistically from you. So what I'm hearing is focus more on your career. Are you an engineer or something to do something along that line? Because I hear engineer, and I keep hearing, and I keep showing me a building, like designing or building or something to do with a building, like you're in a building looking out or something about design. Like I hear engineer, engineer, engineer. So I don't know if that's what you do. You just focusing on one person. Okay. So they're saying you need to focus more on your career and get that moving forward, and then the love will come. I feel they're making it seem like you'll have a couple more flings in your. Hey, Don, we're back on the same side. No, you are no engineer. Why do I keep hearing engineer? You're saying you're not, or do you want to be an engineer? There's something to do with the building and looking out. So, do you live in some kind of building where you look out down onto the city? Because you're in a building and it's a big window and you are looking down on into the city. So it's either you traveling and on vacation and you're looking down because you're kind of like this, and you're like your arm is against the window and your head is like this, and you're looking down onto the city or the people that are walking around, and wishing that you could be one of the happy people is how they're explaining it to me. But focus on the career, definitely. That's all I got, Don.
Well, I was kind of off into Facebook land, and Twitch, getting rid of a character. So unfortunately, I did not even tap in, and I apologize for that. Give me about a second. And who are we
Okay.
reading again? Sicily. What
Juan.
does?
No, it's
Oh,
Juan.
oh Lord. Okay. What's Juan's question?
Who is coming towards me in love or in general?
Okay. I finally got a few chats popped up again, so if that started again, which is nice. Who's coming toward me in love, you said, or in general?
In love or in general? Yeah, that's how the question is posed. Who's coming toward me in love or in general?
Okay. Juan, it seems, I mean, I didn't hear what Angie's reading was, so I don't know, but it seems like you're very particular about your choices. And in so doing, I think that you focus sometimes a little too much on the physical, and I'm getting that image. And so it's like I think you need to step back maybe a little bit and look at the individual and in many more ways, because sometimes the external package isn't all that's necessary. And it's interesting because sometimes you don't see the beauty. Sometimes you could miss the beauty by looking at the superficial. And so I'm thinking that sometimes what happens is you go for the wrong people because you're so into the superficial, the physical, that you miss that warm heart, that loving, caring person who would really attach themselves to you. So I think what I'm sensing is the part of the problem isn't so much the relationships. Part of the problem is you adjusting your I don't know. I don't know if it's your sights or your standards or whatever. And I'm not saying go down in standards. What I'm saying is to step up in the sense of understanding that a person is more than just the physical, and that's there's just so much more there. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is if you really are looking for that great relationship, that wonderful relationship, you need to give yourself a little bit of a break and let yourself explore all possibilities. And you may be surprised that you find somebody who did not fit necessarily your initial profile turns out to be the person that you're head over heels for eventually. That's what I'm getting at. Who's next, Angie? Hope that helped you. And again, my private chat screwed again.
The next person, Miss.
Send me something, because when you or Kina send me something, then it opens up on the privates and then I can see. There you go. Yes. It won't let me open it. That worked. So next is, who is it? Miss Pokey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I can't do the cut and paste, so I have to type it in.
Maya 244. We already closed the list. Sahu, we closed the list a while ago, and we also asked if you had a reading last week that you give other people a chance and not ask for a reading this week, but that isn't why you weren't included on the list. I just think that the list was closed before your question came, and so the list is closed. Nikki Ireland, no, the list was already closed. We closed the list a very long time ago. We've been on about 2 hours and 35 minutes, and the list closed a long time ago. Kina has been posting the people that are on the list over and over again. Miss Pokey is next. Grace O. I'm not sure if D is another name. Lisa Harvey, Tori Taylor, Lauren S. And then the list is closed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 people that are left.
So for Miss Pokey, what's coming next for me?
Okay. Oh, Grace OD. Okay, so that makes sense. What's coming next?
Miss Pokey, are you still here, by the way? Please let us know if you're still here. I don't think she's here. Well, Miss Pokey, we've asked folks to stick around. We know you have to go from time to time. If you pop back in, we'll read for you. But until then, we're going to move forward with somebody who's next in line. And that next person is Grace.
And she says, I am here all night. Not sure about Miss Pokey. And okay. So can you see the question? Because it's kind of, okay, you got it.
Grace, what's happening with you? There's something going on in your life. I don't know. Something started about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and it's kind of there's something that's been happening that's kind of it's kind of been rocking your foundation. It's kind of making you feel I don't know, frustrated or like maybe irritated. There's something going on. I'm just sensing something going on that's not and I think that's probably why you're here, because you want to know what it is, what is happening. I mean, what is, what's causing this? There's like this internal turmoil that is just, for some reason, it just doesn't seem to be I don't know. It's like an unresolved conflict. Have you had some problems with your family members? Is there some unresolved issues with family members? Because I'm getting this problem. Did someone pass recently that maybe there was conflict or there was unsettled things? Again, I can't see the messages, so if she pops up and says something, let me know, please.
I'm also wondering, she says grief.
Okay.
Are you married and thinking about not being married? Because I clearly hear the word divorce. Is that what you're considering? Is that a part of the grief?
The
Her
loved
love
one.
died in November. Um, divorce. Like I hear divorce. You can go ahead, Don. You can continue. I have a boyfriend. Okay. So are you thinking about ending that relationship? Because I clearly feel like there's an ending. You can go ahead, Don. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. No, again, it goes back to um, where my head was, and that is again that passing has kind of. I think you to I don't know how to put it, but the point is I think you haven't dealt with it well, and I think that you've suppressed some of the pain, some of the frustration, some of whatever. But I think that I think that you have this grief that you're internalizing too much. You need to have somebody. You need to talk about this. You need to talk about this. You need to have talk to a professional. You've got to deal with this grief. This grief is going to eat you alive, and it's not going to help you in your relationship either. Because the only thing it's going to do is fester. Because you're going to be angry that they can't seem to get that from you, and you're thinking, well, they should be able to understand this, but you don't even understand it. There's something that was left undone. There's something left and it's just problematic for you. And I think you need to have a conversation with yourself and try to meet with a counselor or somebody to figure out what's happening there. Something more than just someone died. Again, it triggered something. And I don't know if it's something in your past, something, whatever, but it's triggered something that's going to have an adverse effect for a period of time. So talk to a friend or at least somebody you can confide in and try to work through it because it's just there's something very deep in there. She was my entire life. Okay, well that makes sense. Vets murdered her. Yeah, no, the pain and anger and yeah, I can just feel it. It's so you've got to be able to get through that and get beyond that. So take the time and really work through that. I would not be worried about relationships right now. I wouldn't be worried about a damn thing right now. I'd be healing because this is a healing situation. So yeah, you're right. She just says, "I'm getting messages again." Finally, now it says, "I'm only existing." No, I can feel that. It's a very sad energy. But it's not even sad. It's kind of like a malaise. It's like a fog. It's like you're just kind of there, but you're really going through the motions. You're not really doing. You're not living. You're just going through the motions. And again, this needs some intervention. It needs help. You need to get some professional to help you with this because it is wearing on you. It is wearing on you big time. So sorry to hear about your loss, and I can imagine how much it is still affecting you. And grief is good because it's that release. And so know that it's a good thing to have grief, but you've got to deal with the grief in a very healthy way. Anything else you have, Angie?
Yes. Just a second. Gosh, what was I gonna? Oh crap. The relationship. I heard final. Like this is the end. Like it's a crutch. Definitely. But I heard final. Either you're ready to be done with it, or this person is ready to be done with it, and you're just staying with each other because it's comfortable. So it seems to be like a cycle like this. Like we're in love, then we're fighting and we're breaking up, we're fighting and breaking up. And I feel like this person did not support you in the way that you wanted them to when this person passed. Like you had a deep grief, as Don is saying, and this person didn't support you in the way, and that is the cause maybe of your last breakup. And you definitely do not have the support that you need because I think everybody is telling you that the grief needs to be over. And for you, the grief is not over because you didn't really the words that I'm hearing is that you packed it down, you pushed it down and packed it away. You did not deal with the grief very well because you wanted to move on. And so you definitely so the relationships issues are one thing, the grief is another thing, and then not having the support is another thing. So you have multiple things that are going on. But one of the things that are easy for me, and the reason they showed me divorce, because I asked, well, why did you show me divorce if she's not married? Because they said divorce is final, like it's over. Sign on the dotted line, it's over. And then I heard final, final. So this time needs to be the time when it needs to be over for the final time. And then you can start your own journey of healing, because you're trying to explain to this person why you're still in grief, why it still hurts, and this person doesn't get it. It was this many months ago. Why don't you let it go? Why don't you move on? It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. That is the kind of things that I kind of hear. Like, well, what are you going to do about it? Or what can I do about it? And like, it's kind of like they're trying to push you to move on, but you haven't dealt with it completely. And so it's spilling over into every other aspect of your life. So the first thing, and I'm not telling you to do this, but that's one thing you could cut. And then the next thing that you can do can be then to deal with the grief and then to be able to move forward. So it feels like there's three major things that you have to deal with. Again, the relationship, the grief, and then dealing with the death, and then the loss, going forward. And so you really do need like a group. I'm hearing a group. You need to go to a group with people you can discuss this with. I don't know that you're ready for a one-on-one, but you do feel like if you could talk to people who understand, then you would definitely feel better. So I'm feeling like you need to go to a grief group and maybe just listen or even participate. But I feel like once you're in a more of a group setting versus a one-on-one setting, you'll feel a little bit better. You'll feel like, oh, there are people who understand. There are people who, and then that'll help you move forward. But definitely find a group, whether it's online or in person, that helps you deal with grief.
Grief.
Grief. What did I say? Yeah, I'm sorry.
So hopefully that helped you, Grace. That you have to heal yourself. It's time for you to heal, move on, but most importantly, understand that the way you've dealt with the grief so far isn't working. So there's got to be something more. So please reach out and get some help. There's so many groups out there and other organizations that help with this kind of grief. You are not alone. You're not the only person in the world dealing with this. So reach out there and find those other people, okay? With that said, let's move on to our next one. Thank you for stopping by the way. Lisa Harvey, may I ask what's next in my love life? I'm coming out of a relationship that couldn't reconcile and I'm looking forward now. Lisa, unfortunately, I see the return card here. I see the 5 of Pentacles, which I consider a return card. Have you been on and off again? Because there's a situation. It's like I'm kind of getting the feeling like a feeling of him coming back again into your life again, but it's not going to work out again, and so it is time for you to truly move on. I think you need to look in new places. And find a new relationship, because again, this is not going to work. So that's the one thing I'm getting is, again, be careful, because it's easy to have that rebound to come back in and go back at it again, but it's not going to help you. You need to move on. This time you need to move on. Yeah, we were on and off again. Hope it's off now. You don't have to hope, Lisa. That's the one thing, is don't hope. Make it off. Make sure that you've got to move on. You've got to let this be in the past. The one thing is, if this is the first time or second time, you can say, well, maybe, but if this is again on and off, you're getting the same result. So it's time to let it go. It's time to move on and to find that new relationship. Now, when you're looking at what's next in my love life, you've had some healing to do, because the other thing that I'm sensing is that part of the problem is you. And I don't mean to be blunt, but the reality is part of the problem is you've given too much power to everybody else you're in a relationship with. You've turned it over to them, and you wind up in a situation where you've lost that power and control, and then you wind up being shocked when it works out the way it does. So again, you have got to keep control. You've got to make sure that you are part of the equation. You sometimes want the relationship to work out so much that you surrender yourself completely. You surrender all that you want, and you're like, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make it happen. Well, damn, if it takes that much work, maybe it's not meant to be happening. He was borderline abusive. Yeah. And things have escalated too far for me to be okay. I'm excited of the idea of what future holds, even if it's a long time from now. Yeah, no, you can feel the unhealthy relationship there, and of course, any abusive situation, no one would tell you to stay in that situation, but definitely, if that is if nothing else tells you it's time to move on, then that would be the one that tells you it's time to move on. Because if it's borderline abusive, you can only imagine what it might get to eventually. Do you have anything, Angie?
I do. Because when you were talking about the abuse, or like, I feel like this person is also unfaithful, but he comes back because you're a safe place. He knows how to give you the look. He knows how to say. It's kind of like and they're showing me like an Ike and Tina type thing. Like he knows the exact words to say. He knows how to come back to you to get you to fall back into love or like, or into at least feeling sorry for this person and giving it another chance. I do feel like you really do want to break the cycle, but it's going to have to be a no contact thing. Because when Don said you are in control, I definitely saw the magician, and this is what this is the card that came up, the magician card. And so you are in control of that. You can decide that, but it's going to be a no contact. Block every single way that you can. But I feel like there's family ties involved too. Like maybe he knows your family, or you know his family, and it's gonna have to be a whole take the whole thing back. And kind of separate from everybody until you get your focus and you know that you're strong enough. Like I'm a person that it either is or it isn't. If it isn't, then I know my limitations, and I know that maybe we can't have any contact and at all until I have moved on or I'm ready. So I think that you need to just cut off all contact if you really want it to end. Someone just said something about are you an empath, and is there a trauma bond? Like you share a trauma, like maybe this person had abuse too, and they know exactly the words to say for you to be like, oh, okay, I'll give it another chance. But you definitely have to cut it all off, because it's your, bless you, God, it's
Thank you.
definitely it's your future that is at stake. So clearly that is spirit clearly trying to say it's your future that is at stake. And so you can either derail yourself and send yourself off on this path when you should be going this way, but you have to make the conscious decision to say no more, and that it is not. But they are clearly showing me that I can Tina type situation where it's a this person knows exactly what to say to get you to come back. And so you have to consciously make that decision to definitely move forward. And that's it. I was reading the
Super.
comments. I'm sorry.
Me too. I was with that. With that said, I hope that helped you, Lisa. It's a hard road. The good part is there's sunshine down the road. You just have to get there, and you have to get there by leaving behind what is not the best opportunity right now, the best situation. So with that said, our next is.
Oh, one more thing. Somebody is saying you may want to join like a group for empaths, and or if there is a narcotic, like if there's a drug situation, join a group for either of the two or both of them. But they're definitely saying try to look into a group counseling or group support system.
Next is Tori Taylor, and they would like a love life reading. How do I align to meet my husband?
I'll let you go first because I just did a very in-depth reading with this person. But it wasn't about love. It was not about love.
Okay. You put me on the spot. I wasn't ready yet. Let me see. Let me connect here. I'm not, I guess let me hit this a different way. Okay, Tori, if you don't mind, I won't necessarily answer your question the way it's written, but I'll answer a question for you. How's that? And this is what I'm getting. is that your love life has been complicated, and that we know. And if not, then let me know. But I'm certain it is. And the problem is, this goes back to something that somebody earlier had the same situation was, and that is that you can um, if you're not you tend to have the same problem. You go for the same people, and you constantly think, I'm going to get the same people, and yet one of them is going to be different, even though they're the same. And so again, if you want to align yourself to meet the person who is actually going to be somebody who would be a good fit for a husband, you've got to realign your thinking on that that a relationship should be. Because the problem is that you're basing your relationships on on men that aren't going to wind up getting you to the altar. But you keep say what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, anyway.
I thought it was on my ear, but it was in there. I was about to chastise Keena and Sherry for having a conversation.
So anyway, so what I'm getting is there needs to be time spent with you to help you figure out, what you got to find out what it is about these other people that have led you to the situation where, again, you're not finding the right person that fits the husband category, and then figure out from there how you can work to find the right person. Sometimes it could be the right places you go to, sometimes it could be whatever, but the reality is, no matter, when your husband's meant for you to find him, it will happen. So that's the one good thing, but you've got to be prepared for it. And being prepared takes work. And so I would do some self-study and self-work to try to find your way out of this repetitive of habit of finding the wrong guy. And again, it's exciting and it's fun and it's whatever, but that excitement and fun doesn't last you long, and it doesn't get you to the altar. It gets you to the bed. And sometimes it's more than the bed; it's the altar is what you're looking for. When you say husband, it's not the bed; it's the altar. So think about that. Just think about that. Go ahead, Angie. What do you have?
You definitely want a father figure for your child. That's what you want. The problem is you kind of want someone who's kind of, and for lack of a better term, like a hood person, or a kind of like a hip type, or I don't even know what word you guys are using right now, type person that can be like a party type, but also a father figure. And what I'm hearing is that this person will be nothing like what you're used to. The word they're using is nerd, and I don't want, that's not my word. That's like, this person is well dressed. This person doesn't dress in like the the way that the young guys are dressing, like in that version. This is more of a business casual look that he has. Like, it's a nice, button up shirt with a collar, slacks, and not like even maybe gym shoes, like maybe some what are those shoes called, Rockports or something like that. Like, that's the kind of person that you'll see. This person is definitely different. And until you stop looking for that normal type, that kind of, and this is the word they're using, kind of thug but father figure, or that kind of um, gangster, or however they're saying it, like whatever type that you're used to, this person is nothing like that, because you definitely want a father figure for your child, and you definitely want someone who can be the head of the household, not aggressive way, but in a leadership way. That's what you want, so that you can build together. You want to build together. You don't want to carry this person. You want a partner, not a project. That's what you want. And so you really want to, Keena saying she here, same script, different cast. So you're picking a different person, but it's the same script. It's the same look. It's the same attitude. It's the same, line of work, if I may say. And so what you are going to have to do is go outside of that box and be attracted, or allow someone to be attracted to you who is totally different than what you want. And then they'll show you new things. And then that's how you'll build together. But you have to go outside of your norm. They're clearly telling me that your love will be outside of your norm, nothing like anybody you've ever dated in the past. And this person will love you in a way that no other man has loved you in the past.
Tori, the only other thing that comes to me is, I'm sensing that I know you're talking about a husband and relationships, But do you have a child, a male? Did you have a son? Because I'm getting this. I'm getting a son, and so I'm guessing that that did not come from a husband. It just came from a relationship. Was that the case? The yes was Angie. The yes is from for okay, yeah, because she's paired with you. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know her. I think that what I would suggest is one way maybe to help tweak things a little different with your mind thinking is do I want this person to be my son's father? And that would help you probably because there are certain men that you bring into your life that if you stopped and thought, you're thinking, you know what, I don't want my son to emulate that. I don't know if I want my son to be that person. You know, you may want him to be certain aspects of it, but I'm guessing that some of the men you've been with, and again, this is the images I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting is that they wouldn't be the person you want your son to be. And so if you look at your husband, if you look at the person you're dating and you put them and say, you know what, this is who I want my son to be. This is what I want my son to grow up to be. Then I think you have your answer. I think that to me would help you probably in a very good way because for some reason spirit was drawing me to you and the child, and I think that's what the draw was to the child is you again having a better understanding of okay, maybe how can I see this, you know. Um, Let me see. There was something else that kind of came in my mind. What was it? I don't know. That's the most important thing. Again, I kept seeing that child, um, and and to be honest with you, Tori, again, I don't know you, but I'm sensing you have one very problematic situation. Is you're very attractive. I'm getting the fact that you have a nice face. It's more like an oval face, and it has and some wonderful. You're just an attractive woman, and that makes it harder because people are attracted to you, and when they are, that makes it complicated because then you have choices. But again, you have choices. You Let me make sure you understood that word. You have choices, and therefore you sometimes should look elsewhere. So again, I'm just getting this very attractive woman and very social woman, a very vivacious woman, a woman who, I would skirt this by saying sometimes you flirt and you don't even know you flirt. You're just kind of like there. You put it out there, and that's a good thing. Yeah, you get hit a lot. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I can sense that. I sense that very much. So with that said, again, look at your child and say, when I'm starting to date somebody, say, is that what I want my child to be? And if the answer is probably not, then I would be moving on. That's what I would suggest. I'll let it go with that. Anything else, Angie?
No, that's it. We
Okay.
were pretty much on the same page with a father figure.
Okay. Next is Lauren S. And Lauren S. As is asking for, will I close on my house and am I looking to buy and how soon will I close? I know Lauren, so I'm going to let you run with this one, Angie. And then the other question that she has is just more of a general thinking and what's coming along in the next few months.
This doesn't seem to be like your dream house. Is this because I heard no when I read will I close on my house? I am looking to buy and how soon will I close? I heard no. It doesn't feel like it's your dream house. It feels like it's your settling for house. Like this is in our budget. This is I want to get this over with, and so this is closest to what I want. I don't know that it's your dream house, but I heard a no immediately as I um, was listening to as Dom was reading the question. So for me, the answer is no, you won't, because it's not technically the house that you want the most or that you really, really, really want. And if you do a little bit more searching, you may be able to find the exact house that you want, or the market will adjust enough for you to get to afford the house that you want or something like that. Like it seems like it's a house that you picked because either you're tired of looking or it's within the budget, like it's close enough, just good enough. So I gotta know, and that's what I got from the question directly.
And then the next few months, for the next few months.
Oh, so it says what? And wait, what's the rest of the question?
What do you see for her in the next few months?
Okay. I do see a move, but I feel like it'll be at the end of summer. It won't be now, current. It'll be at the end of summer, and it'll be you going, I'm so glad I waited. That's how I see it. Um, are there children? Is there something about a school district? Um, and is it, wait, because I hear Chandler. Is there something about school or some like does the house have some kind of like does the location depend on something about a school district? I hear the word Chandler, I hear and I see little kids, something about an elementary school. So is the house that you're wanting has to be in a certain area, or is the house that you're looking at in a like a school zone or school? There's something about a school and something about children that they keep showing me, and that they keep and I keep hearing Chandler over and over and over again. Um, But I do feel like the move will come this year. I just feel like it'll be at the end of summer because they're showing me the into the fall. They're showing me like the fall leaves falling. And if leaves are falling, that's kind of more of a Michigan thing to me. But they're showing me a season change, so that's what I get about the future. Like I do feel like there will be a move, but it'll definitely be in the fall or closer to fall. And that's kind of all I got.
Yeah, and she lives in a four seasons climate, so she actually has four distinct seasons.
Okay. Oh, so that's why they showed me the seasons changing.
Yeah.
And to me, that's Michigan.
She's
Um,
from Pennsylvania, so not too far away.
okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'll be in the fall. But does it have anything to do with like school? School, like where the house, does it have anything to do with school?
Well, she has children, and so she has children, and school districts are important to her
Okay,
because
so I felt like that definitely has something to do with it. But why do they keep telling me Chandler?
let me go over to my Facebook page because again, she's on Facebook, and maybe I can see her comments because we can't see them where we are. So let me go over to my Facebook page and see if maybe I can find something.
Oh, what she's saying?
Yeah,
Okay. 'Cause
I only see.
I feel like the school has to be in a good school district for one, because they keep showing me children, but I keep hearing Chandler like over and over and over again. Um, I don't know, but that's all I'm getting is that the house and the school district is very important. Children, I keep hearing Chandler, and I keep seeing the fall as when the move will take place. But I don't know if it'll be before school starts the next term.
Okay, yeah, I can't see the comments again. I think when my thing went off, it caused, and even here I can't see them here. So I think even when my thing went off, it just kind of
So
screwed
I
everything.
think your Twitch is still coming through, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I haven't seen anything for YouTube either. So I think when it went glitchy and it's like it's crazy. Sorry, folks. I'm telling
Well,
you,
no,
these are
because
crazy.
Lisa's on your regular one. It doesn't say pair for Lisa Harvey.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
Twitch and YouTube maybe, but that's how I see it, and that's all
yeah.
I'm getting for it.
Okay, super. Hopefully it helps you, Lauren. If let's see, she said something here. Yes, she right. I need this house for Maddie's school and West. Yeah, she wanted that house because of the school, the location for school. She says. So you're right there. It was about the
So the
school.
house that she ultimately gets will still be in association with the school. I just don't see it being this house that she is currently going to be on, because I gotta release kind of like a deep breath, like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't take that one. This one is so much better, is how I got it. But definitely still this is tied to the school area.
Hopefully it helps you, Lauren. And with that said, Angie, technology has beaten us down tonight, but we
That's it.
survived. That is it. It has been a
Oh
strange.
my
I know at
gosh.
one point it kind of got slow and low, and I was like, Lord have mercy. The technology was wearing us out, but we got it back together. We're good.
Alu, that was the end of the list. Oh, I'm sorry. That would we've been on for over 3 hours. Don will be back on, fingers crossed, in the morning.
Exactly. Technology
um,
called.
on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and with Shauna. And I'll let Don tell you the times again.
It's 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. So, and you can figure out in between. So,
You're subscribed, so when the alert comes up, just be ready. Somewhere along the way, it'll happen. But thank you
yeah.
all for joining us and bearing with us on these technology issues. I hope you all had a great time. I hope everybody got all the information. Did y'all see the update from my reading? Oh yeah, we got that from Guko. Yeah, we got that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope you all had a good time. Like, I feel like this was very labor intensive for us. Like, the luck of the Irish was not on our side for us today. And I'm
No.
going to have a very look. I had this over to the side, and I did not drink it one time, but I wanted to so bad. People, do you know? Listen, my ice machine is broken, and oh my lord, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a
Well,
lot. It was a lot.
you know what? I'm gonna get some Tito's in. Somebody gave me grief the other day. They're like, "Why are you drinking Russian vodka?" And I said, "Tito's is from Austin, Texas. It's not Russian." And they're like,
This I
"Oh,
retold somebody else that story. Like, if Don says it's from Texas, then it's from Texas. I don't know what you're talking about. I just literally retold that story. Oh, but I did want to show the box that the cards came in. I told my friend I would show it, and this was the cards that I got, and they're
I
really
love it."
really good. I really love them, and I don't know if anybody else wants to get them, but they're really nice. I really do like them. I'm going to try to do a reading for me because they told me they were ready to talk. Like last night, I was sitting in the bed and they said they're ready for a reading, but it was kind of sporadic tonight, and so I'll try to do a reading on myself too, or I don't know, put some smoke on them or something. But definitely new full moon ritual,
Yes.
you guys.
And if anybody has tarot cards, oracle cards, crystals, any of those things, put the tarot cards in sealed plastic and set them out for the full
I'm
moon.
gonna put this out
And
there because I feel like
absolutely,
it soaked up so much energy. It needs a renewal and a cleansing. So
exactly.
definitely gonna sit it out there and let it get some full moon energy. Full
Yep.
moon is really where I thrive. I think I'm going to do another list. I still have my one good part of it from the last time, so I think I'm going to do another one and do the whole thing that you said. But I feel like this was a very labor intensive night, and not in a heavy energy night, but just in a technology was not our friend tonight. Keena, I
It
don't
was
even know
nice.
who's in the
It was
background.
nice seeing you flipping back and forth between side and side.
It was so weird to me because I kept being like, that just doesn't look right to me. But yeah, it was hard tonight. It was really, really hard. And then I felt like I talked a lot, Don, like a
Hey,
whole
but
lot.
when
Like,
spirit talks, you need to vent it. That's great. That's good. That means spirit was talking to you tonight, and that's
yes,
fantastic.
and I kept looking up because that hand kept being there, and I'm like, what the hell? What is that? I don't know. Maybe after it's all, I'll see it, or figure out what it is. Angel Eyes, I'm glad you're still here. You stayed in for the longevity of it all. Are you still in Arizona? Like, are you still here? Because we wondered if we missed you this weekend. Okay, she hasn't responded yet, and it takes a minute. She's on your Twitch too.
Oh, is she okay? Yeah, and it's interesting. I was wonderful to have that person come in, the father come in. I didn't expect
Oh
that. It's like
yeah.
it's
Oh,
interesting. After I
oh
took
no,
the
she says she's in California.
okay,
That person, Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, after I took that master class, it seems like they're coming in more frequently without me even bringing them in. They just kind of they're popping in, and that was wild. I mean, it's like for me to get that visual and knowing he's here and to know the time. It's like for him to tell me when he died. They usually don't
Oh,
tell me when
yeah.
he
He
died.
was very specific about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and I'm like,
Let's
holy
go. What did they say, Don? Let's go.
yes, yes, yes. For what
Let's
people's
go.
what Angie's talking about is a few weeks ago, I think it's now, right, Angie? A few weeks ago, I was at the pump pumping gas, and there was nobody around me. There was four pumps. There was two pumps, but on people on pumps on both sides. So nobody was around me. I was alone. And all of a sudden, there's Don, let's go. Don, let's go. Kind of a rah 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 thing, And I'm like, and I'm looking around, and there's nobody. And it's funny because I've been asking for Spirit to talk to me, and I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, did somebody what? And it was strange. I told Angie, I'm like, Angie, you won't believe what just happened. And I'm like, it's crazy. And it's interesting too, because I was telling Angie last night, we were talking for a little while, and I was telling her that
Tina said that's what happened her first time, too.
yeah, it's like out of nowhere. It's like, wow, it was a very encouraging. I like the voice. I'm like, I can handle that voice. That's a voice I won't mind having in my ear for a while. But but it's interesting. I was telling Angie that I was in our circle, on Monday nights of about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. I don't even know. And Tina took us under a meditation and told us to get into it and to get in the elevator. And there was this little blonde haired girl running around the room, and then and I'm like, does anybody else see her? Nobody else is even paying attention. And I'm like, I'm seeing this little blonde girl. Well, she joined me and jumped in the elevator in the meditation. And I'm thinking, okay, now I've gone from the metaphysical world of a spirit, a blonde-haired spirit girl running around the room, to now coming into my meditation, getting in the elevator with me and going up to the roof or whatever. And so we're all supposed to, the door's open. We're supposed to go to see a room that we feel happy and comfortable with and safe. Well, I didn't get that. My thing opened, and I was on the platform of a patio. And as I walked on out to it, as a large patio, I saw that I remembered it, and it was the Alps, the German Alps, and it was Eagle's Nest, and it was Hitler's Eagle Nest, and I'm like, holy crap! And this little girl was truly the Aryan, white-haired, blonde-haired girl. And then I come around the corner, and there's Goering and Himmler and Hitler and Eva Braun, and they're all just standing there, and they're all drinking and doing whatever. And I'm like, holy crap. So when Tina asked about people, and I'm like, I didn't get to a room. I'll explain later. And I told her, but I wondered, and it's funny because not too long after that, we saw all this stuff in Ukraine, and then they go in. And I thought, how interesting, because it made me wonder if that was my sign to say Putin was going to go in. It was my kind of like thing saying, this is where it's going to go, because World War II happened because Hitler went into Poland, and that started everything off. So it's just crazy. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I was like, I'm wondering if that was a symbol. So a lot more spiritual stuff has been happening. A little more woo woo than I anticipated, but it's interesting.
Lots of stuff. Crystal Dragon. And I don't know if you said anything about legal things, but as I read your comment about the tea, I heard your legal woes are about to be over. Like whatever your legal issues are, they're about to be done and over very soon. I wanted to mention you a while ago, but I just, as I read what you said, your legal issues are about to be over.
And then I told Angie one other thing, and is I woke up from a dream and the alarm went off, and I woke up, and the very last thing I heard was 29 days left. And so I was rolling in my head all day long thinking, do I have 29 days left? What is this? It's like, is the end coming and I need to get ready? What's happening here? But 29 days left. And so Angie and I talked about it last night, and I said, Angie, what do you think this meant? Is and she's giving me some ideas and those kind of things. And it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see when the 29th day comes. I think Angie and I said it was the 13th, right, Angie?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The 13th of April. So I'm kind of curious to see what the 29 days is for. What's it connected to? There's two things I had in my mind, except for my death. I don't want to go there, but there was two other things I had in my mind.
Spirit clearly told me that no, that's not it. The exact thing that they said was no, you have a lot more lessons to teach. So that is definitely not what's coming to you. And then Don said, if I do go, I'm going to be your God. And I said, you better be my God.
I will be behind her every moment, pushing her along. Absolutely. So, with that said,
So,
Angie, next week you're on your own or working with Shauna. It sounds like now. That's
Shauna,
right.
me and
Shauna.
Shauna are going to power through. Look, I'm putting on all them bracelets. I'm going to renew this. We are going to get this done tomorrow. And we may be a little bit earlier. I haven't decided, but we'll post whatever we're going to do. Shauna and I. So you'll get me and Shauna on Wednesday night, and you'll probably, will they get you and Shauna on Thursday morning?
Yeah, I'm flying Wednesday night, so I should be back by
Okay,
and be back
Thursday.
on by
Okay.
Thursday.
And then
Yeah.
someone just asked, are you going to be on in the morning? And yes, Don will be on in the morning. Oh,
Don
your
is
YouTube is back.
Don is planning, but
Don is
technology like it
planning to
is,
be there with Shauna. So you may just get Shauna, but somebody's going to be online in the
somebody will
morning.
be there. Yes,
And
I tell
listen,
you.
the reason we're having such issues with the time is because Arizona does not change. Normally we are Mountain Standard Time, but when you guys, everybody else bring forwards, it pushes us to Pacific Standard Time or to Pacific Time. And so I don't want to type Mountain Standard in there because if you look up Mountain Standard, it's an hour off. But if you look up like California time or Pacific time, then that's our true time. We don't change, but when you guys change, it flips us back and forth between Pacific and Mountain. So just the best thing I can tell you is to subscribe to both of us and you'll see an alert from somewhere because this time zone stuff is truly a lot right now.
And looks like there was a bill that just passed the U.S. Senate that's going to get rid of all this anyway. So and that's a good thing because if it happens, then we will not have
But you
two
know what?
times.
Someone did this post that said if the time stays either way, what the daylight times will be. I'm gonna send it to you because it was crazy. They were saying like in January, like if they don't flip or if they keep it exactly like this in January, the sun will rise at like 9 a.m. in Michigan. That'll be the sunrise. And so it was so crazy how keeping it either way made the time difference so big. And so it makes sense as to why they flip back and forth. So I don't know if either side will agree with it because if I'm a kid and it doesn't get light until 9 a.m., I don't know about catching that bus at 7 a.m. and it's still dark outside.
I used to catch a bus at 6 a.m. and it was dark, and then I'd get home at 4:45, 5 o'clock, and it was dark already. I wouldn't have a life when that happened. It was crazy. I was like, that's childhood, you know.
So yeah, that's crazy. But all of you who missed the list now, because I still see people asking questions, Don will be on in the morning. Live with Shauna, and then I'll be back next week because Don won't be there. But I'll be back, and Keena won't even be there. So the chats, oh my goodness, I don't know what we got to do. First of all, who said that both of y'all could leave on the same week? That's what I don't understand. No, I don't think that both of you should be able to leave at all, but I get it.
Kina, you didn't tell her we're going together. What's up with that? Oh
I
my
better
goodness.
not find out that y'all planned the trip without me.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Well, take care, Angie. I will see. And everybody, please be patient with Angie next week because Angie and Shauna have from time to time had to do the writings, and it's not easy. It's a very complicated thing. And believe me, it's complicated.
We will figure it out. We
Please.
will make you proud, Don.
I hear you.
And
I
happy
hear you.
St. Patrick's Day to all. And again, tomorrow is my baby's birthday, so we are going to eat, eat, eat.
Tell Brandon we said happy birthday, number
Thank
16.
you. 16. And he doesn't want anything
What? Holy
except for
moly.
like he wants Xbox cards that you to buy stuff online, but that's it. He doesn't want anything.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. That leaves you wide open to pick whatever you
That
want.
Here you go, Cash. Listen. I can't be in a 16-year-old mind. Cash. Here you go.
Cash works. Believe me, cash works. At least with my boys, it did. That's for sure.
See, there you go. Thank you, Angel Eyes. I'll tell him that you said happy birthday. Well, everybody have a good night, and I am going to pour some more in here and finish it up and talk to
Exactly.
you all. Well, I'll be online with you tomorrow, Don, or whoever's online. Good night.